Welcome to another exciting edition of The Ravens Flock. That's right, folks. We're here on Saturday, March 30th of 2024, as we are exiting the month of the month of greenness.
The
munching March of Madness, and we're entering the.
I think he's hungry.
the sweet buns. I'm good. The sweet
March.
I'm craving for something a little bit more meaty, but we'll get to that a little later. And cheesy.
Well, we've got cheesy and meaty.
Yeah.
I'm your host, Jose Casabona, and I am also the host of Wrestle Rewind, and I am the founder, executive producer, and content manager of this channel, and we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. Joining me on my immediate left is the host of Los Amigos Play, Kaiju Enthusiast, Mr. Angel Mendez.
Hello everyone, thank you kindly once again for taking the time to join us in this increasingly chilly Saturday in the deep, dark, dank swamps of Florida. It's been a joy to be with you with us, and...
Did you just die?
Rebooting.
Sorry, I got distracted by thinking about kaijus again.
It's okay.
I want to spend this entire episode talking about that movie when I can because you stupid fucks haven't watched it yet.
No, we haven't watched it. It just came out yesterday.
Go watch it right now.
If you spoil.
I will die screaming and happy.
All right. So, joining us from our far left, your right, is Kaiju Enthusiast number 2, Dragon Fang Cosplay.
Yeah, that's right.
He said it, not me.
You will be ended.
Inferior genes.
Okay, where's the hacksaw?
Okay, you want to know what it is?
Hacksaw?
You want to know what it is? Okay, these two are Kaiju Enthusiast number 2A and 2B. There, easy.
So like the
2B or not
to
2B?
That's what I said. 2A.
I mean,
That's what I said.
well, is it like,
2A and 2B.
9S, I'm 2B.
is it like
Minus and 2.
that is extra?
That works.
Yeah.
There.
All right,
What
2B,
happened?
not to be, don't question it. Moving on.
Sorry about that.
And, of course,
Does that make
joining...
it the red girls?
Oh, my God. Joining us from our far right, your left, is smartass unenthusiast, Zayana Rose Cosplay. You know, because you're an unenthusiast because you don't like smartasses, like him.
Okay, guys. In the chat, should I smack him?
No, please.
Okay, but am I wrong, though?
Oh, you're right. My
Should
ass
I?
is very smart. Thank you.
Just gonna.
Strangle.
Hey,
What
guys.
is wrong with y'all?
Mothra is the best queen ever.
She is the queen.
Oh, we got one.
Beyonce's got nothing on Mothra. There.
Ritzy is stuffing the ballots by voting numerous times. That is illegal. Please stop it.
No, it's not.
All right.
Supposed to be a democracy.
And, of course, let's not forget... the host of the Black Files, my type partner for Wrestle Rewind, a man who puts in the hours behind all the videos on this channel every single week. The Metal Kaiju Destroyer from Metal Gear Solid The Twin Snakes, Mr. Juan Arouse.
After dying how many times?
Thank you for that introduction, Jose. Did you ever forget the Mister? How many times did I actually die?
It was,
amount?
it was
5.
No, it was 22. It was 22 times.
Oh, no,
you
you
died.
died
Total.
from liquid.
No.
Okay, liquid. Wait a minute.
The fighting?
I believe
About
it was
5
6
times.
or 7 times.
Above 5 times.
You know,
so
we'll
a bit
look
more.
back at the
Listen,
we'll
we
look
don't
at
remember,
the
so it was basically
replay
one time.
and we'll check then.
It was
Okay. Smack the child support out of-
the angel. Okay, smack.
All right. And, of course, folks, much like all our other shows on this channel, we are simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button on the bottom right corner of your screen. Click the bell icon to enable all the notifications. Leave your questions and comments below. We'll answer as many as we can. And if you wish to go above and beyond to support the I almost said Godzilla.
Support the
Yes,
Godzilla flock.
Godzilla.
The Godzilla flock. Is that what we are?
Yeah.
No.
Oh no, you guys can be Godzilla. We're Mothra.
Dun, 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 dun,
All
dun.
right.
We're the Mothra trends.
To support the
Actually,
Ravens,
kind of, yeah.
guys, to support the Ravens flock, you can become an inner flocker. For $4.99 a month, you'll have access to all the perks that come with our membership. Juan, tell them.
Well, for all the inner flockers we've got in our chat, and I know we have plenty, go ahead and show off those lovely membership badges and custom emojis, letting everyone know that you're stepping up in order to rescue the Ravens flock from the clutches of late-stage capitalism and become full-time YouTubers. We've been making your voice our mission for the last, over 10 years since 2013. That's almost 11 now, and that's a lot of time for us to be able to split our time between following our calling and helping elevate the voices of our fellow nerds and surviving a regular ass 9-to-5 jobs. And I'll tell you right now, it is sucky with a capital suck. Well, with your help, we can actually make that our full-time job. We would like to have that type of liberation, both psychological and financial. That way we're not beholden to some asshole who sits behind a desk. We'll be beholden to this asshole who sits in front of a desk. Because quite frankly, Jose still hasn't figured out how to sit in desks after over 11 years. I've been trying to teach him, but he tells me no. I wear the shades.
You're running it to the ground again.
Does he sit like this?
No, we can't show that. No, we can't.
Whoa, we can't show
We
feet.
can't show that.
We can't show bare feet.
We're not ready for that.
That is for the paid exclusive stream for the
Seriously?
Black Card members. What's important is that we wish to be in command of our own assholes.
Exactly. And of course, you'll have access to member posts or member-only content.
A special discount to our merch store, link in the description below, and you also get access to us, the Ravens Flock, your favorite Motley Crew of nerds, here to make your voice our mission by providing us your thoughts, your input, your feedback, and your ideas on how to better shape the future of this channel to suit your tastes and needs. Up there in the chat, we've got Project Metal Music, Nikki Bella, Idia Shroud, who's in the chat, Matthew Coburn, Lisa Boo, let's see, Kurisi Randall-sama. Idia Shroud is saying, y'all, I'm moving soon to Florida. Any suggestions of places to visit?
Oh no.
Well, depends what part of Florida you're going to.
It also depends on how much you want to spend, because I mean, there's Disney, there's Universals, there's Adventure Island, there's Busch Gardens.
Okay, first off, here's where not to go. Don't go to Disney World.
It's a tourist trap.
They sell you on
Okay,
it.
it is a tourist trap, but if you really want to go to experience it, then
I
do
wouldn't
so.
blame if you do, but the prices have gotten so high
It
now.
has.
It is genuinely not worth the amount of money you'll waste on it. Go anywhere else but
Even
Disney
with
World.
being a Florida resident,
It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's expensive.
Honestly,
He
go
says
for-
don't move to Florida.
Of course not.
It's
Wow, wait, we're
expensive.
full.
While, yes, we would say don't move to Florida, since you're already in the process of it, once you've established residency, Busch Gardens does a monthly payment plan. I have, what is it?
Like an annual pass.
I have a silver annual pass, and I'm paying for all 4 parks. So that's Busch Gardens, Adventure Island, Aquatica, and SeaWorld. And I'm paying, what, $30 a month?
Give or take.
That's not bad.
Yes,
less
roughly.
than that. Less than that, but still, moving for college since family lives there.
Nice.
Okay. So in that case, I would definitely say do like the 4 park deal. See if you can get on the monthly pay, and then you can go free parking, free admission to Busch Gardens, Adventure Island if you happen to be in Tampa.
Ice cream is fun.
House Scream is fun, but it is a separately ticketed event.
It is, but worth
By the way, folks,
But
this is
still.
K-Storm Cosplay
Hi,
up in
peoples.
here, so...
And yeah, you have to be in Florida for a year, but it's still something to invest into. The pricing, I'm saying, is for Florida residents, but you can get the annual passes regardless. And
We're
if you
giving
happen to be
Florida
near Orlando, you get SeaWorld and Aquatica whenever the hell you want.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, so it depends on where you are. But we
Call me Aya. Switch back,
that-
you.
Hold on, that is Project Metal Music saying A up.
Hey, Nikki. Hey, Metal. Hey, Kirsty.
Hello, everyone.
now,
And Idea? Is that what it's called?
Idiot.
Idia.
Idiot Shroud.
Well, welcome to Florida. Pretty much everywhere in Florida, if you're somewhere in Central Florida, is within an hour to 2 hours from either Tampa or Orlando.
Invest in hoodies.
Invisible.
And also, don't go to the beaches on the weekends because
It's a trap.
It is a trap. But
it's tourist.
However, one thing we can all collectively agree on: in order to experience the most out of Florida, you're going to need a lot of energy to do so.
Yes, you do. Which is why, just like many of our other shows and our other episodes, this stream is brought to you by the amazing, flavorful, tasteful, and incredibly powerful power of Glitch Energy. Infused to the brim with both natural solvents, incredible vitamins, excellent nutrients, and very powerful minerals meant to give you a healthy and useful boost to not just your energy, but your soul.
That's right. With zero calories, 0 carbohydrates, 0 sugars, and 0 crash, Glitch Energy is the ideal beverage for all geeks and nerds to help revitalize and keep their bodies charged, whether they're playing video games or working 9 to 5s or doing workouts or any type of physical activity. It's all good. And if you go online and check out their shop, they have different options, different variety of flavors for different Glitch Energy beverages.
For instance, they just introduced this weekend this brand new Kindred Kiwi flavored energy mix, which is inspired apparently by Kindred Nations. And yeah, that's some glorious stuff right there. Now, Jose, our dear and wonderful leader, while he himself does not consume caffeine, he does keep himself energized using Glitch's Revive hydration formula, loading you up with all the electrolytes that you'll need in order to get your game on. Jose's personal favorite is the blackberry lemonade, which is what's tenuously balanced upon his head right now.
Absolutely, and I look forward to trying out other flavors of the Revive line.
And Angel, yours is a little more.
Keep turning it.
Hang on a minute. There.
Hang on.
There we go.
There you go, Angel. Because the
branding, man. Come on.
Your label wasn't forward over there.
My apologies. What you can see on top of
Yours
my
is
head is the delicious plum flavor, which is brought to us by.
No, yours is the
VTubers.
Nerdy's one, Angel.
Never mind. This is Nerdy's, which is also pretty good.
The best one. It's the best one.
Which personally, I am fond of the one that is based on the VTuber. What was that one called?
The berry plume, the one that Dragon Fang has.
Good juice, because listen, at the end of the day, we like to extol the very healthy, positive qualities of this powder. It's good for you. We like the things that are good for you, but more importantly, we like the things that taste good for you. Back in the day, do you fellows remember when we were young, foolish, and ignorant, and we did crazy shit like mix 20 different kinds of soda at the McDonald's machine?
Yes. I still do that. Whoa.
Yeah. This is the good version of that. Remember that time where you took a bunch of candy and dissolved it into soda? This is the good version of that. Do you remember that time that your mom owned a nail salon business and you smelled an entire bottle of nail polish and got high for like 20 hours? That is the good version of that.
That's just you, Angel. You're the one.
No, just me?
No.
Yeah.
That's just you, dude.
Zay and I were the
Well, I'm sorry that you were all
crazy people.
uneducated neophytes, but the point in case is, we're not here just because it's good for you. We are here because it tastes good. And if it's not good, we're not gonna sell it to you. We don't just like energy drinks, we love energy drinks. And if we don't like it, we ain't gonna swallow it. So swallow this and give me your money! Please.
And of course, if you go online to glitchenergy.com and use our promo code FlockFuel, you'll receive a 20% discount on all of your online purchases.
Again, go to glitchenergy.com, use our promo code FlockFuel for 20% off your purchase, and thank you again to Glitch Energy for partnering with the Ravens Flock.
Thank
you guys have made a terrible financial decision. Now, quite frankly, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Now, hang on a minute, Juancho. They haven't made a terribly financial decision. There have been people who have done far worse in making these bad decisions.
They're usually rich, though.
Yeah.
2 words. Cryptocurrency.
Actually, that was one word. It got smushed together. It's all
Nah,
one
bro,
word.
I split it in half. The hyphen in between, that's part of the blockchain. It's
It's
the
the
link.
future, bruh.
Bruh.
It's in the blockchain, bruh.
Blockchain.
It's the future, bruh.
Folks, we're going to get to a topic that I'm really not looking forward to, but it is a very long time follow-up from a previous discussion that we had about this on the Black Files. Juan will fill us in for more details.
Okay, so, putting it simply, if anyone who is, god dang it,
My dumpster fire is finally flaring up again. I am so happy.
should I grab the marshmallows? Should I?
Yes.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
No, actually, yeah.
I'm
okay.
sorry,
Yeah.
bro. I sold all the marshmallows for marsh coins.
What? You
Yeah,
sold
bro.
our marshmallows for marsh coins?
But it's okay. I got this NFT of a marshmallow that once I sell it, it will make a gorillion. Hang on.
I'll
Okay,
grab the
walk the
listen,
plank.
listen.
Walk
The
the
market
plank.
hit again. It is now worth negative $20 million. I'm gonna go run the wrong.
No, no,
Angel?
Walk the plank.
Have the marshmallows fate instead.
Damn it!
I'll grab the marshmallows.
No, no.
You tell them what we're going to talk about.
You sure?
Otherwise, they're going to be confused.
Okay, fine.
Okay.
Oh,
For my
K-Storm's bringing the
second
marshmallows.
favorite dumpster
Don't forget
fire.
the kebab
I'm
skewers.
so happy
All
about
right.
this.
Juan, tell them.
Okay, so
No skewers. No.
no skewers. Okay, fine. Forks then. Jeesh.
didn't work
Okay, at the end of 2022, we were ramping up with the story of one of the largest and most popular cryptocurrency exchange platform, FTX, and its founder and owner, Sam Bankman-Fried, who was in a dramatic and not at all surprising if you actually pay attention to how markets work, turn of events was arrested for basically defrauding the entire the populace of the world who had invested in cryptocurrency through his platform, the FTX. Which
Are we really that surprised?
are
Wait,
we
wait, wait,
surprised?
wait. Are you
No.
telling me
No.
that the man that peddled fake money, that relied on being famous to become real money, was in fact a scammer and a charlatan?
The gasp.
No way.
Who could have thought?
Pikachu face!
Dragon Fang?
This
Stick
man
that.
has overgasped. Call the doctor.
that is a really sad marshmallow.
Yeah, that's how much it was worth after the drug she was
Oh
on.
my god.
Now, it took basically throughout the entire year of 2023 up to just about earlier this week for Sam
the
Bankman-Fried
timeouts.
to be tried and convicted for his fraudulent activities, and lo and behold, justice, as Angels so famously likes to put it did manage to prevail, even though the wheels of justice turn very slowly. And shall we go ahead and share the news? Everyone, bring forward your power wands.
Let's toast our.
Bring
let's toast.
forth your marshmallows
Okay.
for the roasting.
Exactly. So give me 5 seconds.
Roasting marshmallows
Need
in
a hand?
5, 4, 3,
What the hell?
2,
2.5.
1.
All right. So
Yay!
here we go.
Nice and toasty. Yeah.
NFTs dead. Long live NFTs.
Yeah, just keep it coming. Oh, yeah.
While Juan is
I
literally
need my
going,
more
let me
toasty."
cook. Please allow me to remind our beloved viewers that during the time that cryptocurrency was blasting, the issue with the NFT exploded to such a ridiculous extent that many well-known celebrities and voice actors were trying to get into this business, only to either be completely talked out of it or completely screwed out of it. For slight returns, allow me to give you the idea of what happened to the guy that made Family Guy. What was his name again?
Seth MacFarlane.
Seth MacFarlane. No, not that guy. Different guy. One of the guys that made Robot Chicken. Seth
Oh,
something.
Seth Green.
Seth Green.
Seth Green tried to get into the NFT business with The Monkey and tried to make an animated series of The Monkey, only for somebody to steal the NFT and blackmail him for $25,000 worth. Because turns out that when somebody steals the NFT, somehow they steal the copyright to it.
Damn, that is a real.
That.
That is
Yours
real.
is toasty.
Burn it more.
Oh my god.
No, I ain't done. Let me cook. And as you can imagine, many other voice actors and famous writers fell for it and got completely screwed as well, including Troy Baker, who learned his lesson very quickly under the massive backlash and backed that shit up real quick.
Isn't that because possession's 9/10 of the
Angel.
law?
What the fuck?
I
No,
stole
I
two
wanna feel
people's
this.
marshmallows.
This is like meat.
Oh my god. Dude.
It's charcoal at this
It's
point.
perfect.
Oh my god.
Damn, son.
So-
Wait. Is it charcoal just like a soul?
Yes.
Yes.
It's black just like your
What
soul.
soul? You think Angel has a soul?
I totally have a soul.
No, you don't.
I
No, you
put it
don't.
on the blockchain. I got it back. That thing is worth
No, you
millions.
He digitized it.
All
my
right, shall we
gosh.
go ahead and just
Let's-
show the folks the good news?
Let's go ahead and show the article that's provided to us by NBC News.
And
And
peace
the
on
headline
your news.
reads, Sam Bankman-Fried sentenced to 25 years in prison for orchestrating FTX fraud. The former cryptocurrency guru was convicted on 7 criminal counts in November.
Only 7? Color me
Yeah,
surprised.
really? Only 7?
Okay,
Holy
no.
shit.
Those 7 people he screwed over
No.
were rich and powerful.
Oh no, it's not people that got screwed over. It's the fucking U.S. government.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, that's pretty serious,
That
bro.
explains everything.
Oh,
I'll go-
is that why that they finally caught
you-
him?
All right,
Okay.
don't worry about it.
Yeah,
This-
they basically went, oh, wait, you can't fuck with anybody else's money. But you fuck with our money?
Yeah, sounds about
Now,
right.
this article was
I may be crazy enough to take on the Batman.
The IRS.
But the IRS? No, thank you.
This article was published on March 28th by Rob Weil, and let me go ahead and read on it.
His name is Bankman.
Sam Bankman-Fried was sentenced Thursday to 25 years in prison for his role in defrauding users of the collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX. In a federal courtroom in Lower Manhattan, U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan called the defense argument misleading, logically flawed, and speculative. He said,
So just like the NFTs.
pretty much. He said Bankman-Fried had obstructed justice and tampered with witnesses in mounting his defense, something Kaplan said he weighed in his sentencing decision.
Bankman-Fried, wearing a beige jailhouse jumpsuit, struck an apologetic tone, saying he made a series of, quote, selfish decisions while leading FTX and, quote, threw it all away. It haunts me every day. It haunts me every day. Prosecutors had sought as much as 50 years, while Bankman-Fried's legal team argued for no more than 6.5 years.
Oh, fuck that!
Let 'em
Wait,
rot.
I'm
Let 'em
sorry,
rot.
but why are they always trying to get smaller ones when they put away smaller
Oh, they were
crimes
trying.
for, like...
They were trying.
Because that's
they
what they get
fucked
paid
up
for.
and they failed miserably.
Remember, morals have nothing to do with...
Let him rot.
Remember, morals have nothing to do with this. It's literally the job, good or bad. And prosecutors, as I said, he was convicted on 7 criminal counts, has been held at Metropolitan ever since. In a statement following Thursday's sentencings, Damian Williams, the U.S. Attorney of the Southern District of New York, said that I'm sorry, I can't get over the fact that his name is literally
Bankman-Fried.
Bankman.
I know, right?
Bankman-Fried? Not so much anymore.
Not anymore.
Had orchestrated one of the largest frauds in financial history.
Here, I'll read this one. This is his statement. A quote. Today's sentence will prevent the defendant from ever again committing fraud and is an important message to others who might be tempted to engage in financial crimes that justice will be swift and the consequences will be severe.
I'm sorry, but
Good.
it will be swift. How long did it take for them to finally do this?
They grabbed him at the end of December, and he was tried throughout the year, and the conviction went in November, and just this week on Thursday is when they actually gave him his sentencing to jail. So under the circumstances, that was fucking fast.
It's also proof that the best thing to do sometimes is quit when you are ahead.
You're gonna love this bullshit, by the way. Bankman-Fried's lawyers had pleaded for leniency, citing what they described as mental health struggles and his purported generosity in his personal life. They also argued that FTX users had not ultimately suffered substantial losses, something current FTX administrator John Ray said was false in a letter to Kaplan in advance of Thursday's sentencing. But hang on a minute, let's pause for a second. Mental health issues?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, but the last time we talked about him, even though my memory's a little vague, we went into detail with what he did, and I don't know, that sounds like something a sound mind knows exactly what to do.
I don't know, Joe. Listen, I may have stolen millions of dollars from both the government and a bunch of people that I scammed out of it, but have you considered that I was in a bad place mentally? In this YouTube apology, I will not.
no. Fuck your YouTube apology. Angel, you're not wearing a hoodie. You're not doing the deep sigh. The camera isn't in front of you directly. No, that's not a hoodie. Oh, God, it is a hoodie.
Damn it, you had to open your mouth.
I appreciate it. Okay, let's do this.
Okay,
And you have to be all super depressive.
Zoom in.
Okay, yeah. Let's fucking...
Wait, let's turn the lights off. Turn the lights off.
Yes,
Darken
yes.
this shit.
Make it so
Yes.
dramatic.
Oh, no, over here. Turn the lights off.
We're gonna make it super
Yep.
dramatic for this guy. Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, here we go.
Yes.
My fellow
No. You didn't start right.
Oh, sorry.
It's a YouTube apology, Angel. You have to start with the deep sigh. There we go. Much better.
Sit down. All right, everybody. Let Angel cook. Let Angel cook.
My fellow Americans, I must apologize to you. I understand that you know and you heard the news. I'm going to jail for 120 years because I scammed several elderly people out of their life savings and ruined their lives. I was in a very bad place mentally after the loss of my mother. Mom, go away! I'm recording something. I felt like I had no place where to go, so I started this firm in hopes that I could actually do something good for the people, my people. But I understand now that
Don't forget the shameless plug of our merch. Don't forget the shameless
I
plug.
understand that I hurt people so deeply and badly that I cannot in due faith understand how badly I'm doing this. I'd like to give a shout out to Glitch Energy to help me with my prison fees.
And our merch store.
Our merch store, the Raven Slug. Please put in the code for 20% off. Now, I understand that you have the right to be angry with me. And And I'm sorry that it made you feel that way, but I promise you I will do everything in my power. Mom, when's dinner ready? I will do everything in my power to make do for my terrible actions. You're not getting your money back, though. To make do for my terrible actions. And I promise you that when inevitably I escape jail and I run off to the other side of Tijuana Flats, and you never see me again, I promise you I did this with the best of intentions in mind. And there is no evil in my heart. I'll see you in half a year when I turn to Christianity. Or maybe it will be Islam. Let me see which one is harder.
Oh my god.
And then Venmo you how much money?
Okay. Are we done recording?
I think we got it right.
We got it right.
Perfect.
Although it would have been funnier if you said Scientology and convert to Xenu, but yeah.
Oh no, I was already a Scientologist.
That explains a lot. Okay. And scene. Let me get the light.
Yeah.
Crying, oh my god.
Where's my award?
Thank you, K-Storm.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Oh my
right.
god.
Just be happy I didn't pull out the ukulele for this one.
Oh,
Fucking ukulele.
yes.
But I digress. Ultimately, it did took over a year, but it really seems like a case of you should have quit when you were ahead. You made your money. You could have run off and disappeared and nobody would have chased you. But the greed. Oh, didn't Al Pacino say that himself? Isn't greed like his favorite sin or something like that?
Yeah, that was in The Devil's Advocate.
Yeah.
No, he
Yeah,
said vanity.
and-
Vanity.
Really?
Vanity was the favorite thing.
Vanity as in
Greed
pride.
is always a downfall because you
Also-
keep wanting more and more.
Props to that film because on the final scene where Keanu Reeves goes to face him, you notice that the entire street is completely empty.
Yeah.
That was really fucking good. Sorry, getting ahead of ourselves.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. Let's get back here because I gotta say, like, yeah, no, he definitely got what he deserved. And let's go ahead and continue on here with this article. Late Tuesday, prosecutors filed documents for victims testifying about how Bankman-Fried's actions have harmed them. And this is one of the statements here in a letter from March 15th. Quote, "My whole life has been destroyed. I have 2 young children, one born right before the collapse. I still remember the weeks following where I would stare blankly into the eyes, completely empty inside, knowing their futures have been stolen through no fault of our own. I did not gamble on crypto. I did not make any crypto gains. I had my Bitcoin, which I had collected over years, deposited on FTX as a custodian. I did not agree to the risk that SBF took with my funds."
Being his initials, Sam Bankman-Fried.
Yeah, don't forget, many of the people that got screwed, they did not bank on this. They were making their own money with their own digital currency, and they just put it on his account to keep it safe and for the promise of future growth. No, like, imagine putting your money in your bank, expecting them to keep it safe, like banks are supposed to do, and all of a sudden they literally just take your money to pay off their own debts, and they don't even explain it to you.
I don't want to get
Thanks,
super.
bye.
I don't want to get super technical.
But
like,
actually-
in actuality, that's kind of how.
Oh, God
that's
damn it.
kind of how banks actually work. And because you see, when you take the savings accounts of people in their investment and you collect on their interest, they invest that into their funds. So stupid version is they kind of do that, but their shit is actually protected with laws.
they have
whereas the
safeties.
cryptocurrency has none.
That is it.
Basically, okay, thanks, bye.
You
Pretty much, yeah.
Listen, I understand that we live in a world where chaos is the law of nature and order is the dream of man, but we need order. Yeah, it is true, banks are bastards, but banks have rules and safeties. If my entire bank account disappeared tomorrow because of fraud, oh wait, that did happen before. My bank compensated me. They told me, we're going to work on this, here's all your money back. And if for some reason they couldn't give me my body back, banks have insurances to give me my body back because they understand that if they don't have clients, they're going to shut down. So
FDIC.
Exactly. So for their safety and to maintain the trust of the public, banks have rules, safeties, backdoors, and regulations.
We live in a society.
We
There are
live in a
rules.
society and there are rules, but cryptocurrency, there is no rules. This is not Fight Club. There is no club.
rules?
There is only fighting. There is an endless wasteland of blood and death and dust.
It's PvP zone.
It's
It is a
PvP
PvP
zone.
zone.
Yeah.
The corpses
Battle
of dead
Royale,
gods
Battle Royale.
float in the void, and we are just thrown in there to jangle with the angels. So, as anybody that has that much power and promises you something, even though they are literally standing on the wasteland of dead gods, they should have never trusted them. And unfortunately, many people who never wanted to pay the price for his
Unfortunately,
bullshit.
there is a lot of gullible people.
Alas.
True.
lot.
Now, at his trial, prosecutors said Bankman-Fried robbed FTX customers of as much as $8 billion to fund a vast array of outside interests, including political initiatives, speculative investments, and funding of FTX executives' lifestyle.
Wow.
So, hookers and blow.
Pretty much.
Holy shit!
Legitimately, the 4 or 5 executives or whatever of FTX, they were all like college friends, and some even dated each other. And they apparently, one of their fucking expenses was that they had their own like mansion in the Bahamas where they lived, and they hooked up with each other, hookers and blow. Like swimming in people's cash money like assholes, like actual legitimate Scrooge McDuck shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
It was disgusting.
I don't think there's really not much else to read in this article. I think
This particular article.
Allow me
but
to give you a small
you're gonna love
amount of
this shit.
perspective. If you laid a stack of pennies on its side and it would cross the US continent 3 times, if you started counting the amount of money that you need to do $8 billion penny by penny, it would take you 761 years to get to the end.
Fuck that!
wow.
If I spent $1,000 every day without fail, it would take me over a decade to put a dent on an $8 billion pile.
That's the thing. People keep forgetting how much $1 million is
It's a
compared to
ridiculous
$1 billion.
$1 billion is 1,000 millions.
Yeah, there was also like a little thing with a Scrooge telling the triplets, "This is $1 million. This is $1 billion."
Yeah.
And then there is a trillion.
Well, we haven't reached. Well, we haven't reached the trillion
Well, I'm
levels.
talking about, the country's debt.
Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yeah, well that's
But in-
complete.
But in terms of Sam Bankman-Fried's case, he's got a lot of money to pay off,
how
and
much? Is it $8 million?
It's actually worse.
it's in the billions and it's in the double digits.
Okay,
Oh.
first, before we go in there, I forgot to actually put the link for the first article, the CNN, the NBC News article, into the chat. But now I'm going to go ahead and put the CNN article link in the chat as well, so that y'all can laugh along with us, folks. Get ready to point and laugh.
Guancho, read the headline.
Sam Bankman-Fried has to repay $11 billion.
Ooh.
How could he possibly do that?
So that's $3 billion more.
Than what he stole.
Oh wait, is that interest?
I assume as much.
I would assume that
I
is
hope
because
that's
of it.
interest.
Hey man,
See,
the interest kills you.
Like
Yes,
CNN,
it does.
yeah, it's like likely reparations and fines and all that other good jazz. By Eva Rothenberg from CNN staffer here. Let's see, federal judge Thursday. Oh, he has to repay more than 11. Oh, more than 11 billion as part of his sentence for defrauding customers and investors in failed crypto exchange FTX. Experts say this amount will likely financially incapacitate him for the rest of his life.
Can you pause right there?
Good.
Yeah, it sucks having to pay so much more than what you just paid, right?
Right?
Wow, it's like something that we all can relate to.
It's called interest on student loans.
I would
Yeah.
like to offer a small amount of perspective yet again. If I spent $1,000 per day, every single day, it would take me 301 years to spend $11 billion.
You're freaking kidding me.
If I
Shut the
spent
No, he's
$1,000
not.
dollarinos every single day of my life, it would take at least 3 generations of my family to burn through $11 billion.
Whoa.
Every single day.
Well,
Student
Angel,
loan
you might wanna
interest
inform
is
your next of kin.
horrifying.
But
For those who are fortunate, and I'm not talking about all of them attorneys general who decided to file an injunction against this, but thank you, Biden, for forgiving all 80,000 of my student loans. Oh yeah, I just found out that I got the last bits of them.
Well, nice job.
Hey.
Nice job, Brandon.
Congratulations.
Let's just say
You
this.
know what, Brandon? You did good this time.
See, I'm 10 years away from. I'm 10 years from graduating from college, and I'm literally on my last legs of actually paying all of mine back, except for the private loan, but that's completely different. And I think it's gonna take me like maybe 2-3 more years to
actually
still pay it off.
I still can't pay my student loans because they fucked
The
up.
fact that there's even a student loan to pay is already a mistake. You're trying to build a future in education. Why are you paying for it? This is
Well,
bullshit.
also you're paying for 2
paying
to
interest.
3 times more than what you borrowed.
Exactly. It's stupid.
If you cut
Not as
the
stupid as
interest,
this guy, but pretty stupid.
I think we'll all be fine.
All right, let me.
Let's go ahead and
Yeah, so
continue
no,
on with this article from CNN. In their sentencing memorandum earlier this month, federal prosecutors laid out their reasoning for seeking $11 billion in forfeiture. They said $8 billion represents how much Bankman-Fried made from, quote, wire fraud and conspiracy to commit wire fraud on FTX's customers and the property involved in this conspiracy to launder the proceeds. Another $1.72 billion represents the amount FTX raised from investors on false pretenses, and $1.3 billion accounts for the money that Bankman-Fried's cryptocurrency trading firm owed lenders, which is a prosecutor said.
No, it's okay. I'll pay you back
Ooh,
later. I'll pay you back
okay.
later. I'll pay you back later. I'll pay. Oh shit! There is no later.
There is no fucking later.
FBI, open up.
Now, Juancho, get into the next column here where it says, how do the victims get compensation?
You're gonna love this horse shit, people. Unlike restitution, where the money is from seized assets go directly to victims, the money from forfeiture is taken by the government and absorbed into the U.S. Treasury. On Thursday, U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan said it would be, quote, impractical to order restitution because the complicated nature of the case and the number of victims involved. But he ruled that the government could compensate victims of the FTX collapse with the forfeited assets. Quote, in a case like this, the government in court is going to have a pretty good idea of Bankman-Fried's assets and how much they're worth, said Anthony Capozzolo, a former assistant U.S. attorney in the Eastern District of New York. It is unclear how much Bankman-Fried is currently worth, but it's likely not anywhere near $11 billion. Determining how much victims will receive is part of an internal process within the Department of Justice Money Laundering and Asset Recovery section. This could delay the amount of time it would take victims to see any sort of payment.
So basically, fuck you if you were a victim.
Basically, it's fuck you. You're gonna sit on your hands and on your ass, and you're gonna wait until
wait.
Because we literally have no choice but to make you wait. Because every single person gave different amounts of money, so that means we gotta dig through every single file to see every single payment before we consider giving you anything back. Because fucking taxes.
Yeah.
Okay, on that part, I get, because damn, that is a lot of money that was being
Yeah, that's a problem. It's a
laundered.
lot of money by a lot of people. So, okay, my prayers to whoever poor bastard working on the government office is going to receive a truck full worth of personal files, and they're going to have to sift through that entire fucking history of expenditures to go,
Jesus, man.
okay, you were in this program for 3 months. This is everything you spent, and I gotta keep a record of every.
Well, usually
single
they have
penny.
a every
Oh,
time
yeah,
you
they
do,
need
yeah,
records.
like they go by year, so that should make it a little bit easier.
Hopefully. The problem is how many people got taken into the scam. That's the problem. They gotta sift through everything, and then once
hundreds
they have all
upon
the numbers,
thousands of people put their cryptocurrency on FTX in order for them to have it held there, for it to be raised and invested in and all that good jazz, in order to try to build the value of the crypto. That way, the folks could eventually try to cash it out and make themselves money off it.
That's a lot of paperwork and a lot of investigation.
More importantly,
like-
that's a lot of time. So unfortunately, many of the victims, they might get their money back, but they're gonna have to wait.
And
But
here's the good news, by the way, guys. This motherfucker is not going to be able to get like a reduced sentence of like 2 years on good behavior. Do you know why?
Why?
Because in a federal case like this one, because this is his ass in federal prison, you have to serve a minimum of 80% of your sentence in order to be considered for early release on good behavior. So which means his ass would have to sit there for approximately 21 and a half odd years
Yeah, it doesn't-
before he could get out.
It doesn't matter how much money he has, his life is ruined.
He is proper fucked.
He ain't never gonna bounce back.
Shot himself in the foot one too many times.
Hell no, he is never going to recover
You
from
know what
this.
this reminds me of? The
What?
iconic movie American Gangster with Denzel Washington.
Yeah!
He actually played it smart and avoided the cops and the authorities. They nailed him when he went to a boxing match dressed in an extremely elaborate fur coat, which made a nearby cop go, wait a second. How do you afford something that fancy with your fiscal reports? They're not matching with the money you throw here. And after he went to jail, the movie ends in a very bitter note. When he gets out, it's been so long, he doesn't recognize anything. So he has to start from zero.
Damn.
Start from fucking scratch, and it
Now-
was a nightmare.
Now this whole case is a huge shitstorm to say the least, especially with the investigation into the $11 billion that this guy owes. But what was really insulting was that part that we read where Sam Bankman-Fried's defense attorneys
They said like, oh, he had some mental issues. and he
used
was
mental health issues.
You're gonna love this
to
horse
get
shit.
sympathy.
Who wants to get offended?
All right, let's.
I do. No, none of us do.
In an opinion
Oh,
article.
this is
Smack my head into a
hilarious.
wall. 'cause
Please
this is
don't.
Ridiculous.
Please don't.
Please
You
don't.
need it.
Please don't. I'm not insured.
Your
So,
brain
but
works.
before
Don't
we
damage
share
it.
that,
It's a beautiful, precious thing.
We know that, mental health is a real thing.
It's very
You
important.
really should not make fun of it, right?
It should
No,
be
of course
taken
not.
seriously.
Yeah.
Well, share the article.
In an opinion article provided to us by MSNBC, the headline reads, "Why the Autism Defense for Sam Bankman-Fried is so offensive." Last month, there were people on Bankman-Fried's side arguing that because he's autistic, he may not have known what he was doing.
Fuck that shit.
This
I call bullshit
Oh, K-Storm's
for $500.
Hold on.
before,
K-Storm's
all right, guys, before I continue,
Bull.
Wow.
I can speak as an autistic person. I know full well right and wrong. Because part of being autistic is the general part of being autistic that I've seen in pretty much every person I know with autism, and is one of the diagnostic criteria, if I'm not mistaken. Someone who's also gone through the process can correct me. Strict obsession with rules of behavior. How things are supposed to go. There is no fucking way. No fucking way. How obsessed am I with specific rules?
You're insane.
Things have to be done a very, very, very specific way, and if it's not done that way, it's being done wrong.
And you flip your shit whenever it happens.
hang on a minute, guys.
Yes.
Angel?
According to the judicial stats and terms, people who are in such a level of autism that they are barely able to function in society are, in fact, less capable of committing crimes, mainly because they are suffering from extreme naivety and ignorance of social norms. Sadly, this means that severely, like medical necessity autistic people are more likely to be taken advantage of and be victims of crime. The average person with autistic tendencies that is capable of working in society is, in fact, as K-Storm so eloquently put, very well aware of the difference between right and wrong. And my brother in Christ, you are now my brother without Christ, because that was very wrong.
Well, let's go ahead and continue on and read why this was wrong. This article was posted by Eric Garcia on March 28th, same day. The 25-year sentence Sam Bankman-Fried got Thursday for defrauding users of the collapsed cryptocurrency exchange FTX is evidence that the defendant's past attempts to have his autism considered a mitigating factor during the judge's sentencing decision didn't work. Big shock. Multiple people had argued on Bankman-Fried's behalf that his autism made him less culpable for his crimes or less deserving of a lengthy stay in prison.
Cojudo de mierda. Fuck that.
While the U.S. District Judge Lewis Kaplan sentenced Bankman-Fried to half as much as prosecutors asked for, the sentence he imposed is almost 4 times longer than the 6.5 years the defendant's lawyers had said should be his maximum sentence.
The judge took a look at that and went, I'm going to multiply just because you're being a dick.
Well, no, here's the thing. If he was that incompetent, he would have been judged incompetent to stand trial, and they'd be looking at putting him in an institution for the rest of his life.
That's
I was
right.
thinking the same thing.
The fact that they did not, and they put him through an actual trial, shows that he is legally sane and culpable for his actions.
I guess he wasn't competent enough to quit when he was ahead.
Oh, okay, you got this one. You got this one.
Buddy,
Damn,
you may
son.
not be autistic enough to not deserve jail, but you were dumb enough to earn it all by yourself. Congratulations.
Nicely done.
Oh my God! All right. Is there anything more? Or?
Well, yeah, and of course there is.
Okay.
Today's sentence will prevent the defendant from ever again committing fraud and is an important message to others
We
who
already
might be
read that
tempted.
part.
Yep. During his trial, okay, is $8 billion. Yeah, we got that. In a courtroom statement, Bankman-Fried acknowledged his, quote, selfish decisions and how, with his criminal actions, he threw it all away. He said, knowing what he did to defraud so many people still haunts me to this day. Motherfucker.
Sure
Sure it does.
Last month, though, there were people on Bankman-Fried's side arguing that because he's autistic, he may not have known what he was doing.
Really?
But
If he didn't knew what he was doing, how come it haunts him every day?
Well, hang on a minute.
Here
This
we go.
part I want to get into. Maria Centrella, the parent of an autistic 34-year-old man, said she became interested in Bankman-Fried after watching a CBS 60 Minutes report about him and wrote to the court asking for leniency. She said that she'd never met Bankman-Fried, but, quote, I firmly believe that while he may be an MIT grad, he did not fully understand the scope of what was going on and did not have malicious intent.
Yeah, no, you
What?
his mother, Barbara Fried, submitted a letter saying she feared what life might be like for Bankman-Fried in prison.
don't. Well, he'll find out soon.
Okay, we really can't knock that much because that's his mom and it's natural for the mom.
Respected emotional response, but I'm sorry. He should have thought of what he was doing when he was scamming a shit ton of people out of their life savings.
When he was over here with the hookers and blowhorse shit in his ass up in the Bahamas.
I feel so bad about this.
And yeah, that's the thing. It's like he didn't know what he was doing. And what was he spending his money on?
Hookers and blow bullshit.
He knew what he was doing.
It was ass wipe money.
And speaking of wiping ass, according to this new report,
Hold on.
sorry, go
no,
ahead.
that's not. Oh my fucking god! Look at this horse shit in this article. In a letter to Judge Kaplan, psychiatrist George Lerner wrote that his patient discussed the collapse of FTX in logical, dispassionate terms, which Lerner called, quote, common and sensible to someone who has the constellation of symptoms we associate with related labels of Asperger's, autism, ASD, or neurodiversity.
Allow me to offer a counter opinion, my esteemed doctor. That sounds like a psychopath. It does. Somebody telling you about how they ruin countless lives in a perfectly even tone of voice with no inflection. Yeah, that is some Hannibal Lecter shit.
No, that's not Hannibal. That's Patrick Bateman shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Statement.
I was gonna make a
live on
joke
the
saying like, dude, if I want to hear that shit, I would go put on American Psycho and watch it again.
My pain is deep and eternal.
Which, by the
and I
way,
wish
my
for nothing good for anybody.
Which, by the way, my favorite #1 horror movie. But go on.
Well, more like a that is a fucking.
It is a pretty good horror movie.
Let me see here. Rating these statements as an autistic person and evoked me, the writer, in conflicting thoughts. The plea for leniency because of Bankman-Fried's neurotype followed as a tired trope. Yeah. We've seen such appeals before. An attorney for Jacob Chansley, the so-called QAnon shaman, said of him and other January 6 defendants, quote, these are people with brain damage. They're fucking retarded and they're on the goddamn spectrum. Those narratives equate bad behavior with autistic traits and imply that autism makes people commit crimes.
First off, shame on you for holding it. I'm pretty sure I know several autistic people that will never commit a crime in their lives. And second, if this guy was an MIT graduate, wasn't a good career with money borderline guaranteed for him?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, you did not have to do this, my man.
I'm sorry. I really hate that narrative.
You must be on the spectrum. That means you're a fucking criminal.
Autism. Yeah, autism makes you commit crimes. That's so stupid. That's about as stupid as video game causes people to commit crimes.
It is
Equally
true that there are people with mental problems that commit crimes. Sometimes they are genuinely
But
not.
don't group them all together.
Of course.
Exactly,
You judge the individual. And more importantly, trying to use autism, which has so many spectrums, conditions, and effects on different individuals based on God knows how many circumstances, it's asinine. You're taking a drop of water from the ocean and claiming every single square yard is filled with sharks. That is not how that shit works.
God damn it.
We are sorry to any autistic people who are listening to this right now. This must be very disgusting to hear, but that's kind of fucked up. Let's not lie to ourselves here.
Let's go ahead and take a look at the comments.
Yeah, let's take a look at our chat over here. First off,
The first thing I saw was autism!
oh yeah, no. Okay, first off, let me actually double check over here. Queso. Yep. Okay, South Florida. I live in South Florida, says Coristi. Okay, since they're talking. Okay, I'm Puerto Rican. The energy always runs. Yeah, cool. ¿De dónde? Yo soy de Ponce, Vegas Alta. Cool. Nice. Also, Ruskin, Florida is where I live. Nice. Ruskin's all right.
Ruskin's all right.
Nice and quiet place. No many crimes there.
All right, yeah, that's very good. I don't know much in North Florida. Okay, you're going to be by Tampa. Yes, so Ruskin's by us, so yay. OMG, K-Storm is a real one. Ezra NFT Cryptor. Fuck Ezra. No, you need graham crackers and chocolate with those. Yeah, well, that's actually later tonight. I remember an NFT named Pink Cat. Gross. Let's see. God, I freaking love this group and YouTube. Thank you. We love you too. In a platonic sense. Yeah, that's nuts. Don't bang your head. I can't. Then you can't either. And yeah.
Autism!
Yeah, struggler. Yeah, autism? Hey, Ben Cruz, you just got home. I just got home. What happened? A fellow autism buddy, my twin brother and I have autism, and we follow every rule we made for us to function in the world. You are not sad that you did it. You're sad that you got
That is
caught.
so true.
Hell yeah.
That's so true.
See, Matthew Colburn with the bender light. I'm gonna have my own casino with blackjack and hookers, and forget the whole thing. In fact, forget the casino. I'll point out, as an autistic person, I have a flat effect which makes me sound monotone. The Joseph Santos! Hey! Wait a minute. How you been, buddy? This guy, more than Jacob Chansley, that's a sign of a mental deficit for fact. This guy was with a buffalo's head on his head, got a lighter sentence than you. That's fucking funny. Yeah! Go fucking figure. Yeah, the QAnon shaman got a lighter sentence than your sorry ass, Sam. Go fucking figure.
This is gonna sound crazy, but there was a documentary I read sometime of how scam call centers work and how so many people are willing to work for them because people have this thing where we combine our psychology with our lack of object permanence. If we don't see it happen, we are more likely to accept it. So when you're stealing money from people, putting a gun on somebody and stealing their cash, that shit is psychologically harrowing. But if you're running a business that is technically legal and you don't see the money you are taking from people, it makes it easier to accept. For example, that is also what makes it easier to spend money. When I slide my card, it's a lot easier than pulling out cash, counting it, and getting the change back. It's actually easier to spend money when you have a card. It's also easier to take money from people. And this feels like something but taken to 11. You do not understand the pain you've caused others because you don't see the consequences of your actions. When you're on your island with your nose buried into a pile of coke in the asshole of a probably illegal prostitute, you don't notice what it took to get you to that point of the money you made. And as a result, it's very easy to behave like you don't understand what happened because a part of you doesn't understand what you did because you're not made to see the consequences of your actions. Well, you're going to have 25 years of your life now to ruminate on everything that you pulled off.
So nice going, buddy.
Dumbass.
Time to marinate in jail.
This is going to be the guy that the other prisoners don't even want to touch. What did this guy do? He scammed the old ladies.
What?
Disgusting.
No. Actually, if I remember how like prison culture kind of works, if I know anything from TV, and we all know TV would never lie to you.
Never.
Likelier than not, the white collar crime guys usually stick together in order to not get jumped.
They better.
And usually they promise whichever heavy gets in their way or whatever, or you get theirs to get close enough. Hey, listen, I'm loaded on the outside. You keep these assholes off my back. I'll have my people slip a couple grand or whatever into your commissary account.
I'm just waiting for the guy who tried to do this, and then the other white collars turn to him and goes, "That was my grandma, you son of a bitch."
All right.
So folks, as you can tell, we got no love. There's no love lost between the Ravens flock and this asshole Sam Bankman-Fried, namely because the whole of the cryptocurrency, NFT, like Bitcoin stuff, while it's fun to play around and speculate on that shit, the fact of the matter is the people running these kind of exchanges where you can get it, these motherfuckers have no chains. They have no accountability. And that's why this shit has to be freaking regulated and federalized the same way that we have with regular-ass banks. Otherwise, they'll be able to pull this shit all over again.
Exactly.
And the fucking blockchain ain't gonna save you.
Bruh. Allow me to offer one last observation. I would like to say a brief ditty about my previous job. I was working for health insurance. And in my previous job, my job was to obtain health insurance plans for older people. That's what I used to do back in the heyday. And though the job itself was not shady, it was 100% legal, it was perfectly, I have a license. I still have my license. I am licensed to sell insurance in the state of Florida and in every other state in the United States.
Yay.
My boss made one thing pretty damn clear. If at any point one of the agents sold a bad plan on purpose, if they purposely undersold some poor old lady or gentleman trying to live their retirement years or try to scam them out of money, they will be fired on the spot with no warning. Because in his own words, he said, and I quote, because that line stuck with me in the meeting, imagine that is your grandmother. Imagine that is your elderly mother or your father or your grandfather. Or imagine that you're old enough and you don't want that to happen to you. We're trying to run a business, and we're trying to help all people get better plans with more savings. That's all we're doing here. If you try to screw that up, then you don't deserve this job and you don't deserve that license. Those are the people there, people like this guy, they don't think of their own mothers. They would sell their mothers for a corn chip.
Yes.
So, again, fuck you, buddy. Couldn't have happened to a more deserving person.
Precisely.
So, good luck. Don't forget to never drop the soap and fuck you up the ass. There.
All right. Well, that being said, let's go ahead and move on to a much more exciting piece of news that I think we'll all be happy for, because we're just only 1 week away from one of the greatest entertaining events in our history. WWE's WrestleMania is next weekend. That's right. WWE is gearing up for WrestleMania 40, which will be taking place over in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania on April 6th, Saturday, and Sunday, April 7th.
And I presume that we will be watching this glorious monumental event with snacks.
Of course we are.
As a matter of fact, yes. Instead of doing our normal programming of the Ravens Flock and Los Amigos play next weekend, we're going to be doing a 2-night watch party. So Saturday night, we're going to do night 1, and Sunday, we're going to do night 2. I totally understand, Zayanna and Dragafang, if y'all aren't going to be able to come on Sunday, next week or anything like that, but that's okay. It's not the end of the universe. But just to get to enjoy some of the fun, we wholeheartely invite you to eat Jose's pizza, because he's going to...
I'm going to be ordering Pizza Hut.
He's going to be ordering pizza out the Yin Yang, so... Yes, it's 5th and 6th.
Even if you
No,
don't care
6 and
more
7.
than
7th and 7th is what I meant.
Yeah, my only issue with that is
What?
it's a Sunday, which means
You're
What,
not
you're
available.
going to church?
Oh, Angel, come on.
I'm not
no,
joking.
I work on Monday.
Oh, I'm sorry
yeah.
to hear
Makes sense, yeah.
But
And
so
that
do
would be
I.
a late night drive.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
I
would
can-
get there at like midnight.
Understandable.
Understandable.
But if you can swing by at least the first night to watch big grown men beat the shit out of each other, we much appreciate it.
That's next Saturday.
Yes,
Next Saturday, April 6th.
Can't. We have something else.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's fine. That's
Fair
fine.
enough.
You could just say, I don't want to see the manly things. It's too
okay.
icky.
No, actually, we were given... We were,
I know, I'm
all right.
joking.
But that being said,
Ow, fuck. I know, I'm
Well,
fucking with you, but
nonetheless,
don't
we
worry.
understand. You know
More
that
pizza
you're
for
always
me.
welcome all the
more
same.
pizza for us. And, of course, building up to WrestleMania, we just got through what people are already talking right now is apparently the best WWE Monday Nights Raw in the entire WWE history. And we have some more details on it right now.
So we finally get rid of Vince's wrinkly, ball-sucked ass, and things begin to improve? Is that what you're telling
Oh,
me?
not just Vince McMahon.
Not just Vince. We got The Rock back on TV.
That's right. There was that iconic moment where The Rock not only returned, but he joined the family.
the bloodline.
The bloodline with Roman Reigns, to the point that they even exchanged catchphrases in an iconic moment. I have never seen a crowd boo so loudly. They were
Right.
fucking pissed.
They hated Rock the Dwayne Johnson so bad, and personally, I don't blame them for it. It was good.
That's
it was
what he
very
do.
well
Let's
done.
be honest, that man is empowered by that shit.
Now, in an
Yes, he's powered by spite.
in an article provided to us by Wrestling Inc., headline reads, it's an entire WWE Monday Night Raw's ratings report from the Monday of March 25th. So,
Yep.
this past week's WWE Raw seemingly got the fans talking due to the sheer amount of star power on Showcase, and that has been reflected on a slight increase in ratings and viewership.
So not bad.
As per WrestleNomics, the March 25th edition, the March
Actually,
20th.
yes, WrestleNomics. These are real people. These guys, legitimately, they have this. They actually
Statistics.
They actually run stats on professional
Holy
wrestling
shit. Do
programming.
we have a wrestling stock market? Can I invest in
No.
Cody coins?
No, it's not a stock market.
It's not a stock market.
That's
It's
just
like-
these guys
think-
checking the ratings.
It's
dude.
like Google Trends.
Okay, fair enough.
All right,
so-
now,
But we
can I-
should have a stock market.
anyways, as per WrestleNomics, the March 25th edition of Raw drew a viewership of 1,729,000 viewers, a 2% increase from the previous week's Raw numbers, and the key 18 to 49 age demographics also saw a gain with a rating of 0.57 compared to 0.55 the previous week, marking a 4% increase. The key demographic was also higher compared to the average of the previous 4 weeks on the show. Raw faced stiff competition from the NCAA women's basketball match between Iowa and West Virginia, which garnered an audience of nearly 5 million, as per Wrestling Observer.
You gotta be honest though, the fact that you can compete with like beautiful fit women playing sports, that's pretty impressive.
No kidding.
If you can stand up to like the thing that triggers all the monkey brains in our monkey brains,
All right, guys.
good on them.
Now get ready for me to read this part while Juan squeals a little. The show, held at the Allstate Arena in Chicago, featured several big names, including hometown hero CM Punk, as well as the likes of The Rock,
Can you smell?
Cody Rhodes,
Nightmare.
Homelander.
Drew McIntyre,
Yes.
Seth Rollins,
Hey, say it right.
Seth freaking Rollins,
Thank you.
Becky Lynch, and the destroyer of the internet and thirst machine, Rhea Ripley, to name a few. All of whom hyped up their WrestleMania matches. As expected, the segment featuring Punk, McIntyre, and Rollins, where the trio took pot shots at each other, was the show's high point from a viewership standpoint, with nearly 2.2 million people tuning in for that quarter of the show.
Good growth.
A report following the show has suggested that some parts of the segment were scripted, while the trio also went off the cuff in certain other parts.
Listen, man, some of the best lines in wrestling are completely improvised. That is not just star power, that is talent, that is charisma, that is stage presence.
Now,
It's good. It's
It's
good
good.
shit.
Now, The Rock and Cody Rhodes' initial face-off in the ring, as well as Lynch and Ripley's segment, did well with both quarters garnering around 1.74 billion viewers. But the final quarter of the show, where The Rock brutalized...
Hold on.
Damn.
What happened?
He brutalized it so badly he turned off the computer.
Where The Rock brutalized Cody Rhodes, saw viewership taper off to 1.67 million.
I gotta be honest with you, I was pretty disappointed when I got to that part. Because we've been building this thing, and yes, I know, next week is gonna be the big showdown. But Cody has been like, no, I wouldn't call him an underdog, he's a damn good wrestler. But he feels like he's the hero trying to take on the bloodline here. So that defeat, it kind of felt like a mid-boss.
It's,
Well, I mean, all he did was just get his ass beat up by The Rock.
Exactly. Come on, man. Get some good hits in there.
Here's the thing: the way he got him, the way he beat him up was actually way harder and way crazier than you can imagine. Rather than it just being like, "Oh, I'm beating you up in the ring," Cody was actually leaving the building, and Rock the Dwayne Johnson jumped him and whipped him within an inch of his life with a weightlifting belt. Actually,
Holy shit, for real.
Yes, he whipped his ass. He freaking
We
got
are
him
in
bloody
those
open.
streets.
Yes. Rock the
And he
Dwayne
kept yelling at him,
Johnson.
saying, like, this is what happens when you fuck with the final boss.
Jesus
Like, legitimately,
Christ.
Rock the Dwayne Johnson said, fuck this guy in particular, and beat him up like a bitch in a gutter.
I'm surprised he didn't just run him over with his car.
And you can't say that's assault?
No,
Nope.
that's wrestling.
Okay.
That's wrestling.
Okay, here's the deal. Zayana, the ring is a sacred place where violence is an art. The sanctioned action is to cut. Now, outside of the ring, there's like a zone. It's like a domain expansion. And it's not quite a sacred zone. It's more like the spokes of the wheel where everything goes. While the ring is like a temple where the sacred ceremony is conducted, the outside is the battlefield where everybody's killing each other.
So it's PvP.
It's PvP.
It's PvP.
Like
PvP.
The ring is the MSQ. The outside is the levs.
It's a side quest.
Is the side quest, and the Rock really wanted that expansion for his character class.
Now, on that subject of the post show angle where The Rock puts the beat down on Cody Rhodes, The Rock actually posted an unseen video of Cody Rhodes after WWE Raw went off the air, and this is an article from Bleacher Report.
Let me just zoom this in a little bit.
Man, he took the
Mike
failure
Chiari.
of Black Adam really personally.
Yes,
just
he
beating
really
everybody.
did.
Yes,
Well,
he did.
This is what happens when the hierarchy of power of the DC universe didn't change for him.
The Rock released unseen footage of his Monday Night Raw attack on Cody Rhodes as part of a post on Twitter
Twitter, not X, you fucking
on Friday.
posers.
Accompanied by a lengthy message, The Rock posted a video of himself continuing to rant and hit Rhodes with a weight belt even after a producer told him Raw was off the air.
Rock, please stop. We're done filming. Filming? No, this is personal.
Actually, yes. Here's
Are
his
we-
actual freaking quote.
Jesus Christ, that was longer than I thought.
I'll read it out. Here's a quote. He says this: "I hate constraints and bullshit rules. And just because some WWE producer says clear, meaning we are no longer live on the air and the show is over, that doesn't mean I just stop whatever I'm doing and tell everyone great job. It fucking pisses me off. I can't shut my high emotions off just because a script says we're done. But even in this crazy fucking world of pro wrestling, this is a microcosm of a large issue I have with individuals, corporations, and governments telling us what we can or can't do. You have to do it this way. You have to say it that way, or you'll get canceled. They create fear if you have a different perspective and don't live by their rules. It's their way or no way. Fuck that. I say it the way I want to say it. I do the way I want to do it. My choice. Our choice. Fuck, you're clear.
Signed the final boss. Listen
And
to
then
this.
he beats the...
Hold on. Like,
All right,
Let me,
here's the actual clip.
here's
Hopefully
the
we
actual
won't get flagged for this.
yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, this is on Twitter. Do not sue us. There's no copyright on this
Stay
shit.
down! Fuck that! Clear, guys. Fuck that! You shut your mouth!
You keep
Clear
filming
my
me.
ass! How did that feel? Did that feel good? What, just because the show's over, that doesn't mean that the shit stops! The Rock doesn't give a fuck! Huh? You should cry! You should cry, boy! Look at that blood! Now, look at this blood!
Yee, that brings back memories.
For the record,
Yes.
that belt weighs like
What?
20 pounds by
Show
itself.
is over and then it stops? Fuck that! Your script? Fuck that!
That brings back
This
memories.
is what happens, boy. When you fuck with the final. Come in here, cameraman! Huh? Now, Mama Rose. Mama Rose. This is for you. That's for you. I'll see you at WrestleMania.
Yeah. Like an asshole.
Fuck him.
Wow. Wayne the Douche Johnson, ladies and gentlemen.
No, we have something worse than a douche. Gentlemen and ladies, I fear that we have just witnessed the birth of an Ubersmensch.
An Ubermensch? Oh, god
He
damn.
has skewed society's rules. He has actively rejected social norms to forge his own path with only brute force and a lot of spite, apparently. So yeah, The Rock has decided that he's going to return us back to the days of he used to be cheer for being a heel after he was mocked for being a face. And he's decided that now that he's back to the ring, he will embrace the role of the heel with everything he has. His entire body will become a heel. The question is, will he Achilles?
That's a good one. But
Adorable. And yeah, when he was mentioning Mama Rhodes, this is what he fucking meant. In the same Bleacher Report article, to add insult to injury, The Rock rubbed Cody's blood on a belt that had Mama Rhodes written on it. And The Rock used it as an opportunity to taunt both Cody and his mother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I that's just don't
Welcome
Don't
to
bring no
wrestling.
mama up in this shit!
Don't,
Okay, you can get mad at the person, but don't pull their family.
Don't
into
pull
it.
their
Come on,
feelings.
that's a low blow. I'm
Like, you
sorry.
How about I do it anyway?
Anyway.
Oh, no. Trust me.
Wait,
that's-
I thought it was. Oh, wait, no, someone else.
No, trust me. That's going too far, but that's the point. You're supposed to hate the guy for going so far, and he's clearly doing a great job
And
at
his
it.
whole fucking explanation, you want to know what his whole reasoning on this was? A couple weeks ago, Cody was being interviewed, and he was talking about, like, listen, I want to win this championship because my father, the late, great Dusty Rhodes, he... like ages ago in a show in Madison Square Garden, he legitimately won the match and he got to win the World Wrestling Federation Championship, but it was taken from him because it wasn't actually supposed to happen, so the decision was reversed, and that broke his heart, even though they told him that he was actually going to get to win the title and all that shit. So I can't win the championship and present it to my father, but my mom, my Cuban mother, she's gonna fucking cry herself in tears of joy because she knows how much this means to us and how much this means to her late husband and shit. So
he says, I fight for my family, and the Brock goes, no,
Fuck your family.
My family's stronger than your family.
I fight for my family. Where Rock the Dwayne Johnson says, "Fuck your family."
Ironic, considering he was
So-
the antagonist in the early Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
So if this is The Rock playing it up as a motherfucking bad guy, yeah, it works, and people hate him for it because on the one hand, holy shit, that's Rock the Dwayne Johnson. That's so awesome and hardcore. I love him in all the explodey movies where cars go boom. On the other hand, motherfucker.
Oh no,
you
he's
asshole.
gone evil.
Yeah.
You know what that means?
Le Rock.
He's doing his job right.
Yeah,
Yes.
The job of a good heel wrestler is to acquire the ire and the hatred of the audience. They are meant to make you root against them because you know they are assholes. They feed on the spite of the audience because that makes you cheer harder when they are defeated. You know, the classics of theater, hero's journey and all that. So one could argue that this is Cody's humiliating defeat so he can get the get back. You know, like Rocky versus Rambo.
Wait, Rocky is Rambo.
No, in his dreams he is. Listen, I play Mortal Kombat 9. It's important.
Okay,
the
then.
fuck?
But that being said, this is definitely everything that they're doing right now.
To say Drago, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Everything that they're doing right now, it's all building up for WrestleMania. And this is going to be a fun, entertaining, historical event for all of us. And
so excited.
And so,
I'm excited too.
so you guys best believe that we here at the Ravens Flock, we're going to invite you guys to watch along with us. You watch it on your time. We're going to have our cameras set up over here. We're going to plop down. We're going to eat pizza. We're going to talk shit. We're going to watch the matches. We're going to have a good time. And y'all are going to get to enjoy that and join in on the fun. So tune in next weekend, both Saturday and Sunday, because, why the fuck not? It'll be fun.
Fun time. The last time we did this was the big dramatic crown jewel in Saudi Arabia, wasn't it?
That's
Yes, that
right,
was
in
last
November.
It was a fun time. I'm happy that we get to do this again.
Yay.
Of
I
course.
thank you both for introducing me to this beautiful world of wrestling. I gotta admit, as a casual fan, I am clearly nowhere near as deep as these two are in, but it's been a fun journey. I'm glad that I got to remember the names, and I get to cheer for the heroes and boo for the villains, and sometimes I cheer for the villains. Who knows? It's fun. That's what matters, isn't it? It's fun.
It's fun.
Now go hurt yourself for my entertainment.
Actually, kind of, yeah. Well, there's more than one way to hurt yourself for someone else's entertainment, and that's to get yourself locked in with video games, the same way our buddy Angel does in his spare time, if he could ever find it again. Where
Angel?
did it go?
Angel?
What happened? What's up, Dragonfang? What's up?
We're also gamers.
I know you're also gamers. You and Zayanna are both also gamers. That ain't the problem I'm saying.
Oh.
I'm saying that if your guys are going to be destroying yourselves or destroying anyone else's soul, then you better do it right, and you better do it for someone's amusement.
Speaking of soul destroying for amusement, you two, I am back in Eorza. Just let me know what your server is so I can join you if you need help with the thing. I'm trying to get my warrior higher. I finally got ninja to level 80. I finally got the cool techniques. God, I love ninja so much.
Gotta get to 90.
That DPS is absurd.
What?
Anyway, now, talking about wrestling real quick, before I start talking about the article, I would like to highly recommend to anybody to go watch Kong x Godzilla, Rise of the Kingdom. Is it Godzilla x Kong or Kong x
It's
Godzilla?
Godzilla X Kong, the
Godzilla
new
x
empire.
Kong, the new empire. No spoilers, I will not give you any, but I can say without a shadow of a doubt, the fights are cool, the music is great, the human characters are surprisingly agreeable and entertaining. Fair warning though. Do you remember the Yu-Gi-Oh movie Dark Side of Dimensions?
I only saw parts of it, but yeah.
We have it. You can watch it with us.
Okay,
anytime.
you remember how the movie is mostly the Kaiba show and Yugi shows up for the important parts?
Of course, it's always kind
Okay, this is the Kong film, and Godzilla shows up for the important parts.
Of course it does.
Make
Makes
no
sense.
mistake, Godzilla gets a good moment and two, but this is very clearly a Kong movie. He gets the most development. It's mostly his story, and he gets some really cool fights. The antagonist is one of my favorites.
The Scar King.
The Scar King is amazing. I mean, you guys already saw him in the trailer, right?
Yeah, I saw him in the trailer.
Shimo, yeah, she's there too.
Shimu.
Okay,
Oh
so
God.
you notice
damn.
how the Scar King is based on
pretty.
orangutans?
Yes.
Do you know how in nature orangutans are the cruelest and most violent apes?
Yes.
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 They make a very good job of showing that here.
So is
Nothing
it
else.
ramped up by 1,000?
It's about,
Okay.
it's like 2.5 orangutans.
See, I'm mainly watching for Godzilla, but most importantly,
Mothra.
our Queen Mothra.
You'll get your baby girl, don't worry. No
She's in
spoilers.
the poster. It's not.
Listen, when can she get her own movie?
One day.
Yes.
One day.
Ugh. Do I need to watch all of the old movies of her?
Yes, we do.
Might as well. And I am very happy that we live in this time. I'm waiting for Joe to get back. I'm very happy we live in this time that we can get the best of both worlds for kaiju films. On one hand, we have the sad, more slow, more methodical aspects of Godzilla -1, where we explore the
the
aspects
Academy
of humanity.
Award-winning Godzilla
Academy
-1.
Award, thank you. where we explore the tragedy of the human side, their journey, and how Godzilla is less of a creature and more of a force of nature, or rather, a crystallized personification of the PTSD the main character experiences as he desperately tries to move over for the horrors that he experienced as a kamikaze pilot because the war isn't over yet, Juan.
It was never over.
The war never ended. So yeah, we got movies like that explore a more sad, dramatic aspect. And on the other hand, we have Sunday! Upon the pyramids of Egypt, Kong and Godzilla are gonna throw the...
Now hold on just a minute there, player.
What?
All right, Scar King.
What?
Exclaim! Oh, what? Y'all trying to mess up y'all trying to mess up the Hollow Earth? Y'all trying to upset the balance of nature? Well, player, that ain't gonna fly. Because tonight you're going to in action in a tag team match.
What? Against
Godzilla, the King of the Monsters, and the ruler of Skull Island, Kong! Holla holla, player! That's a fucking reference for wrestling if ever there was one.
So,
God, I love Teddy Long. He's such a hilarious manager character.
We have the two best aspects
I'll show him to you so you can see exactly what I fucking
We
mean.
have the two best aspects of Godzilla to enjoy now. We have tragedy and we have wrestling match. And it's great. I'm loving it.
It's the healthy and well-balanced dietitian-approved dinner and the indulgent, well-deserved treat of a dessert.
On one hand, I have the most deliciously crafted salad you will ever eat in your life.
Yes.
With all the ingredients, nutrients, and required materials to keep me healthy.
It's all organic, non-GMO. It's all healthy. It is gluten-free salad.
Cherry tomatoes.
Exactly.
On the other hand, steak and shake.
Yeah, no, not just steak. No, a fucking beautiful Mr. Softy ice cream truck banana split sundae. I'm talking about an actual freaking banana boat.
Slapped on top of the...
What did I just walk into?
I have no idea.
You will ever see
We're talking about how Godzilla -1 is the healthy and dramatic thing that is good for the brain and good for the soul, whereas Godzilla X Kong is the boom boom slashy booms that's good for the heart. All right,
the balls, but
and the balls.
Listen, those movies trigger two aspects of me. The first one triggers my deeply buried empathy and concern for my fellow human being. The other one is monkey sees action, neuron activation.
Oh my god!
Now let's talk about something that's actually important. Let's talk about liberty,
Democracy,
freedom. These are all the values that maintain our lives going. And here at Super Earth, we are strong advocates of democracy. However, this democracy is being threatened by the insects and the automatons that come to destroy everything that we hold dear. And it could happen to you. Which is why I argue. No, this is why I plead to you as a fellow citizen of Super Earth to become a hero, to become a legend, to become a hell diver. See exotic creatures and blow them the fuck up. Explore distant planets and blow them the fuck up. Become the part of a peacekeeping force that blows things the fuck up. And more importantly, spreads managed democracy to the stars.
While blowing
them the fuck up. So, fun
serve
times.
Super Earth.
Serve Super... So, fun times. Everybody's loving Hell Divers. Everybody's having fun. It's a great series.
I
Everybody
still
gets
have to
together.
buy it.
It's so campy and dumb.
It's perfect.
It's so like the propaganda shit of Super Earth and the quote unquote Ministry of Truth. It's so fucking blatantly
It's so
obvious.
right here.
It's on the nose, and you can't help but be endeared to its.
It's because it's earnest.
Thank you, earnestness. Thank you.
Are you doing your job? Are
I'm
you doing your
my
job?
part. I'm doing my part.
Would you like
part.
You're going to die at 20.
If you're lucky.
That being said, though, I do
Hey
recommend...
guys, we made it. We're over 20.
Yay! We earned our democracy. We are now full citizens.
Now we can go to the next war. Also, so, by the way, before this article, they dropped a little note patch from the devs themselves going, everybody, because we failed to defend the frontier in the last push, we're going to revoke reproduction rights until the next cycle. And somebody immediately went, guys, the devs of Helldivers just canceled sex.
Oh my god!
God. Oh my Lord. Well, honestly, that is a really good way to, encourage people to do better.
Want to have babies? go fight for liberty. Remember,
You want to get down? Go fuck up some bugs.
service guarantees citizenship.
Oh
That
my
being
God.
said, though, do read the book. It's genuinely a really
There's
good
a
book.
Oh, the Starship Troopers
Yeah.
book. I was like, there's a Helldivers book?
Yeah,
No.
it's called Starship Troopers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, how?
Okay, so
Or watch the movie because
let's
you know,
talk
I
about
like
what's going on. Now, for the record, the game is PvE only. You work with other players. There is no player against
With
player.
friendly fire.
Well, yeah, of
Yep.
course. Yeah, listen, the point is that we're supposed to be fighting the threats over there, not amongst each other. Unity to extreme violence. Unfortunately, it doesn't always work, as Helldiver 2 players are mad at each other for attacking the wrong planet.
Wait, you can actually attack the wrong planet.
Oh my
So
God.
there
Okay,
is-
we need some context.
there
Yes.
is several planets you can go to liberate of the attacking forces, and some planets might need more help than others. There is a divide in the Helldivers 2 fanbase when some players getting annoyed with the Creekers who only use one planet, as written by Rhiannon Vivan and the boys at thegamer.com. Helldivers 2 players are now arguing over what objectives to focus on and getting upset with each other for not going after the wrong planets. In Helldivers 2,
Okay. Progress is shared.
all progress is shared. It's an online game, obviously. You can play single player, but all progress, even your single player progress, is part of the servers, with each player's contribution to the effort against the bugs and the bots, because liberty never sleeps. While this typically gives the community a good sense of camaraderie, we are now seeing some fans shame others into making non-optimal decisions because they're not focusing on completing.
Come on,
major
let
orders.
people play how they want.
Various debates about what planets Helldivers should be focused on are taking place throughout the fanbase, especially in the subreddit.
Subreddit.
Of course.
course.
Here, many
Fucking
are
Redditors.
frustrated with so many players that keep going to a one planet called Babylon Creek, otherwise known as Space Vietnam.
Oh my God.
So, for the record, Babylon Creek is notorious because it has a huge amount of cyborg enemies, automatons, and it was recently revealed that one of the developers, called simply Jeff, is in charge of the enemy support. So every now and then, Jeff just goes to the computer and goes, double enemy reinforcements for no fucking reason. As a result, Babylon Creek is a very difficult planet to take over because they are constantly harassed by hordes upon hordes of Terminators. It kind of fucking sucks. However, this means that the majority of players keep going to Babylon Creek instead of the other planets that are in more need of liberating. They are not Listen, Babylon Creek is not the only place in the galaxy that needs democracy, guys. Stop going to... We got other planets we can free. Can we do this and then concentrate? But no. Juan, please scroll down.
Yes, absolutely. No problem. So,
Now, Creekers kept demanding us to come to the bot front, and now they have to... This sounds like an actual war report. Creekers kept demanding us to come to the bot front, and now that we have, they won't leave the creek to either help us take back Ubergan or defend Drabnir, says the Reddit user Sergeant Oran Boreal. Help with the major order and defense order of Drabnir, and you go back to your creek once you have taken Tibet. With the creek being such an infamous planet in Helldivers 2, some say it's inevitable that others in the area are being neglected. However, some argue that there is too much of a focus of the major order in the first place, leaving the bulk planets neglected. Others tell that their fellow Helldivers to pay attention to supply lines and strategically attack planets to affect the wider war.
Oh my God.
This really sounds like we're actually having a legit war.
I am reporting,
Jesus
this
Christ.
is live reporting of Helldiver News.
for the record, Creekers refer to Helldivers who exclusively play in Babylon Creek. That's why they're called Creekers.
And it's actually a good reason why you want to go to other planets, because fighting the automatons is good, but fighting the bugs is also good because the samples you obtain from the bugs that you destroy, you use those to upgrade your stuff, get new weapons, get better ships. Also, you get to name your ship. I'm calling mine the Fist of Family Values.
That's pretty cool.
Cool.
You know what you should have called instead?
What?
The Buginator.
Unfortunately, that one is not available. It's called the
what about
it's
the
called
rest
the
of
X
it?
of
Wait,
Y.
so you mean that no one can name their ships the same?
You have a list of names you can use, and it's usually X of Y. So you have something like the Wings of Liberty or the
The
Fist
flock of
Domination,
ravens!
of
The
ravens.
flock of
the
ravens!
Murder of Crows.
Murder of crows.
We're not crows, we're fucking ravens. There's a difference.
If I can find a raven there, I'm gonna throw it there. Also, one of the helmets you can get has cool wings.
Oh, okay. I guess we all.
No, I'll give you a
So
good
if
one.
we all get this game, we all have to wear that.
Actually,
Okay,
no.
cool.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a really cool one because this is a throwback to what a group of ravens are called, and it's a callback to a rock and roll album from one of my favorite bands of all time,
What's that?
The Conspiracy of One.
You know what? Yes.
God damn. Wait, which band is that? Him?
Solid.
The Offspring.
Oh, cool. Offspring.
Solid. It's a lot to keep in mind if, like many of us, you didn't know what the supply lines are. There is a fan-made guide going over it. Basically, they're what determines what planets are available to play on, which, switches every now and then. If you lose a planet in the supply line, you can lose others that everybody's trying to liberate. In other words, the progress on Creek won't matter if players lose access to it altogether because another planet will
Oh, okay. So basically, it's very strategic, and if you guys fuck up, then you fuck up everyone else.
Listen, liberties,
Okay, I can see
we are
now.
all fighting for liberty here. Of course, some players just don't want to be told what to do, making it a little tense. After a sheer amount of bot hate on here last week, I don't give a flying democracy what the creatures do with their time, says Swagoblin. The sub is full of babies and hypocrisy.
I mean, it's Reddit, though.
Yeah.
For the love of democracy, stop complaining about the 6% of players on the creek and start worrying about the nearly half of the players messing around the bog from the front and losing every planet they're on, agrees Liquid Tobitai.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Just let people play however you want.
See?
It's
a
just
solid
a game.
profile there.
Yeah, that guy's dead.
What?
The Ministry of Truth did not approve that message. He was taken before the council and martially tortured and executed.
Court-martialed and executed.
No, martially quartered
Martially quartered. Oh, never
and
mind.
executed.
Quartered.
quartered.
You know what quartered means, right?
You do know
Of course
what
I did.
Whatever
Yes.
happens
Okay.
with the latest major order, we are seeing a divide in the often lighthearted Helldivers to community. It's a shame to see this happen in a game focused on working together, but it is inevitable when the progress is shared like this. So it seems that once again, liberty is in danger from ourselves. We must band together to protect managed democracy, not just from the box, from the weakness in our very
Are
hearts.
you really surprised
So
that people are
the-
getting into a tuffle
so
over
the
this?
I
solution-
know, but
This
it's
is-
hilarious because this feels like an actual war. We got a bunch of people fighting on the front lines, a bunch of people complaining
Oh
on
my
the front lines, and
God.
somebody on the back going, "We need to defend the goddamn supply lines. How are you gonna fight this war if my gun has no bullets?" I die.
Okay, wait. What was the
we're
thing with
killing
League of Legends where you keep pinging? You're like, here, go here. I need support here.
Please stop feeding.
Wait, isn't it like don't go mid or go mid?
Yes.
It's called something else where you actually ping it. You're like, here.
No, what was the thing about League of Legends? 'Cause I never played it.
Me neither.
Don't stop focusing on mid.
Okay, there's
focus
top,
on
mid, and
Yeah.
bot. So
Yeah.
bottom, but
Mainly
yeah.
Because if you focus on mid too much, you keep dying, and that is
Yeah.
not feeding. When you just keep making
Yeah.
the team stronger by being an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
So basically, it's like this: stop going mid, stop going mid.
Yeah, we have an actual war going on, and we have Helldiver politicians in the Chamber of Commerce slamming their fist on their tables, going, "But we need to maintain the supply."
It's more like It's more like the Joint Chief Command.
Yeah.
They're basically like, listen, we're what's up?
Thank
Yeah,
you.
the generals over here. Every single one of these Hoboken podunk doofuses in there in playing Helldivers, whether they're playing it in a fancy armchair or they're playing it in their mama's basement. The fact of the matter is, every one of them thinks that they're freaking General Jack D. Ripper from Doctor Strangelove, and thinking that we need to make sure that they do not want to develop a mine shaft gap, for Christ's sake, and they're fucking around with one planet.
Gentlemen, please.
It's hilarious.
Gentlemen, please, there's no fighting. This is the war room.
It's also
There's no
like,
fighting in the world.
I need healing. Like that.
That would be Genji.
Oh, by the way, you can accidentally kill your teammates when you call in a drop pod for healing, so please be careful.
Wait, what?
Wait. So they could
Allow
get
me
hit
to
in the
explain.
head by
In the
supply drop?
game, your ammo is limited. Do not reload after shooting one bullet because you will throw the whole clip away. That will cost you.
Oh, that's good to know.
You have a certain amount of energy and points that you gather by basically killing enemies. And when you kill enough enemies, you can input a bit code and to call in either supplies for more weapons, bigger weapons, stronger weapons, healing supplies, or call in reinforcements. And those things come in really goddamn fast, to the point that you can kill strong enemies by dropping the supply funnel then at supersonic speed. The problem is, friendly fire is on. There has nothing been more beautiful. I saw this clip of a dude running away from a juggernaut bog. He shot off most of the armor plating, but he was running out of bullets, so he has an idea. After his buddy dies, he calls in the supply, and the drop comes in, turns the bog into fucking pea soup, and out steps the Helldiver, voiced by Yuri Lowenthal, screaming, "Democracy has landed!" For the record, yes, Yuri Lowenthal is one of the voices you can pick, and he screams every line like he's being tortured in the recording booth.
My fucking God.
Freedom never sleeps! It's great.
Stupid, I love it.
So yeah, sorry about that. So yeah, the game is fun. I hope you guys enjoy that game when I get it, because I'm gonna get that game. That game is fun.
How much was it again?
It's like $30.
Okay.
It's
All right.
really cheap. It's like $30.
Wait, is there any digital deluxe stuff?
These usually for like cosmetics.
$34.99. None of that $60
We
live
like the
service
shinies.
multiplayer
We
only
like
online
shiny
bullshit.
armor and stuff, you know?
Yeah. You can
Awesome.
get different armors, you can unlock different colors and cosmetics, and even if you like the stuff you ordered, you can just get that with war bonds.
Wow, that sounds like
Buy
a
war bonds.
dude. This sounds like a really cool video game.
Yeah.
It'd be a shame if somebody plagiarized from it.
That would be terrible. I mean, nobody here likes an artist who steals. Lord knows that we have some beef with the AI crisis.
Yes, we do.
Yep.
Fucking, and even fucking cosplayers fucking plagiarizing and ripping off shit saying that they made something. Let me just bring up one name and y'all motherfuckers will remember. Momo-kun.
I do in fact.
Fuck that hoe.
Fuck that hoe.
Yeah, no, I remember. Unfortunately, this is something that hasn't come up right. Wizards of the Coast has recently come under fire because they were caught using AI to promote their products.
You're
They were
shitting
also
me.
caught they were also caught under fire because they made a set of cards based on the Lord of the Rings and they race swapped everybody for some reason.
What, everybody?
Almost everybody
Everybody.
got race swapped.
You
What's
kidding
the
me?
name of the main character of the Lord of the Rings? Not the goblin, the human one.
Aragorn.
Aragon?
I'm pretty sure he wasn't black.
Well, he could be.
Hang on, let me check the book. The book
Aragorn's
specifically says his skin was pale. Yeah, let's just say that there was a lot of discussion about that. But the point I'm getting in is that Wizards of the Coast has been kind of tanking their reputation by a combination of that shit, using AI to promote their products. No, seriously. People notice that the posters they're making are using AI. And more importantly, the game balance going to shit. Unlike Yu-Gi-Oh!, where you can basically play every card that is still available, Magic the Gathering runs in sets. And that means that after a certain season has passed, the set of cards that you bought can no longer be used legally on tournaments.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Magic.
So you wasted your
Oh!
money.
You
So-
can still use it for anything else, including unofficial tournaments. But
you-
for official sanctioned games,
So
No.
that's
So
how
you're
they make their
basically
money
wasting
because everything
yeah,
is limited
that means
edition,
that
and
every
then
half a year you have to basically spend a few $100 more to buy more cards
Or
for
more.
the new art.
And you
Or
wonder
more.
why I don't play Magic.
I don't blame you, which is a sad
wait,
thing.
is that why it's always so expensive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is a shame because I actually did bought a couple of decks back in the day and I still like them. And you know what the archetype for those decks was?
What?
It's usually two sides that are in conflict. The archetype was the Spanish conquistadors, but they're all vampires.
Cool.
Versus the
Okay.
magical Aztecs, who are basically dinosaur people.
Okay,
It's
that one I can
really
see.
cool.
That one I
Okay.
can see.
So
It's
now you need
really
to
cool.
find them and bring them so we can look at them.
No, I'll bring them to you. I actually had the big pile, and it's a really cool set because it basically plays with all the archetypes. Like the whole deal with the, obviously, because they're representing Christian conversion, they can take over the opponent's units and turn them to their side because they convert them to Christianity. And meanwhile, the dinosaur Mayan people can sacrifice some of their own units to exponentially grow in power to their god.
So
Also,
it's
there's a
literally
vampire pope.
So it's literally Spanish Inquisition versus Mayan
Mayans.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Spanish
Fuck yeah.
Inquisition is
The
vampires.
Mayan swords.
Myosaurs.
Also-
The Myosaurs.
Here's the cool
Sorry,
part, because the
Rex.
white color. Okay, so the 5 colors of Magic the Gathering represent elements and virtues. White represents healing, purity, blessings, holy power, but it also represents law, restriction, order, and absolute destruction. The most powerful destructive cards in the game are white cards, including the iconic one called Wrath of God, which literally wipes out the whole board and the monsters it killed cannot be brought back. The flavor text says, those who fear the darkness have never seen what the light can actually do. So you're thinking, how are
Pretty
vampires
metal.
going to use white, right?
Right.
They're usually a black color because darkness. Well,
Imprisoning me.
all that I
Let's
see.
see.
Absolutely.
That is the power.
So
I
in
cannot
this
live.
series,
I
according to
cannot die.
the lore, these vampires are so repentant of their condition that they literally castigate themselves so much that they psychologically beat the bloodthirst out of their heads.
Okay, that's actually pretty impressive.
It's metal as fuck. Well, they beat half of it. They can only drink blood from people who are deemed guilty under the church and the Lord.
Oh my
But that means
God.
that you can only take it from those who are truly guilty. You cannot lie to the light, as they say. It's pretty interesting.
All right.
That's
well,
pretty metal, man.
Unfortunately, things ain't looking so metal right now. In fact, they're looking pretty copper, as in horribly poisonous.
in an article provided to us by thegamer.com, the headline reads, Angel,
Magic the Gathering suspends Trouble in Pairs artist after plagiarism accusations.
Plagiarism.
plagiarism.
Plagiarism. I plagiarized the word.
You just
I
plagiarized the
stole
word.
that shit. No,
Let me
no,
get
but
rid of this lower banner if I
Thank
can.
you.
Give me a second.
and for real though,
Yeah.
Magic the Gathering has some of the best artwork I ever seen. It's genuinely cool. Magic the Gathering suspects Trouble in Pairs artist after plagiarism accusations by George Foster and the boys at The Gamer again.
God.
Wizards of the Coast has released a statement confirming that it has suspended Faye Delton, the artist behind Magic the Gathering's Trouble in Pairs card, for the murders at Carlo Manor Commander Set, while they investigate her alleged plagiarism. Earlier this week, Magic the Gathering artist Faye Delton was accused of plagiarization art from the fellow MTG artist Donato Giancola from the Trouble in Pairs card from the murder in Carlo Manor Commander Set. Giancola took to Facebook to share how similar the two cards are and call out Dalton directly for criminal copyright infringement. Oh dear. Things have unfortunately gotten worse for Dalton since then, as the MTG podcast host, The Herald's Horn, pointed out that potentially it wasn't just Giancola's art that was being plagiarized for Trouble in Pairs, as he was also seemingly using a face from Will Hughes's Trap magazine cover, while the body, neck, and left arm appear to come from Boris Bayello's illustration. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Oh
shit.
my god, yeah.
100%.
Oh my god.
Right there.
That is so sad.
Oh my god.
You know the only thing that looks like it's a tiny bit different?
The ear.
The nose right there is completely straight. That one looks like it's a tiny
It's a
bit
lighter
hooked.
curve.
And
Yeah.
She straightened the nose, gave him the pointy ears, and
Uh-huh.
changed the skin tone.
Ugh.
Even the eyes are the same.
My goodness. Come on, man.
Like,
The
buddy, you
eyebrows.
didn't even
The
try.
eyebrows are the same.
everything.
The worst part is that it looks like this artist is genuinely good at making art. They did not have to do something like this.
No shit.
Like, I get using poses for reference, but this is just...
Copying.
Girl, you lifted
Copy
that
pasta,
shit.
bro.
I made this.
Oh,
You made this?
this?
Really?
I made this.
We
Again,
made this. I
Everyone, when starting to learn how to draw, traces.
Yeah, that's
Because
fine.
that's also how you really start to like, okay, this is how this works.
Yeah, no.
But then
But-
you move on from that phase.
Yeah, you're supposed to
Following
move
the-
on.
Better.
Yeah,
Right.
this is looking real dark. Flooring the accusations made against Dalton for plagiarizing the art of Troubles and Paired cards, Wizards of the Coast confirmed earlier this week that it was going to be looking into the matter. After 4 days, it was revealed that the results of the investigation, the statement made on the official Magic the Gathering website. In the statements, Wizards of the Coast says that it has heard the concerns about the integrity of the art featuring Trouble in Pairs card, and it noted that it had questions too. Oh, fuck. Wizards of the Coast says that it was looked into the matter further and is now suspending future work with Faye Dalton, which confirms that the investigation has gone far enough for a decision to be made.
Good.
Please read this.
I'll read this statement, and I quote. We've heard questions on the integrity of the art on the card Trouble in Pairs from the murders at Carlo Manor Commander Set, and we had questions too. As we have looked into this further, we're now suspending future work with Faye Dalton.
Like, it's not like you're going to jail, but you just lost a very lucrative deal.
And that was the official statement from Wizards of the Coast.
Yep.
Although they don't outright say that the Trouble in Pair cards has been plagiarized, the fact that it's suspending work with the artist does seem to indicate that they believe that it is. We won't know for certain unless it's chased upon Giancola in a lawsuit or if Faye Dalton releases a statement about what happened, but we do know that it is unlikely the artist will ever return to Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, like, buddy, the plagiarism is so obvious, and
Blatant.
it was so blatant, like it's... And he thought that he could get away with it, but
Screaming in your face.
she thought that she could get away with it.
That is genuinely sad because it's clear that the artist does have some talent, but and like I said, even if she had traced that image of the bandit holding the voluptuous lady by knife point and they had just called it like a shout out or something, that would have worked. But here, no, my man, you ripped off pieces, slapped them together, and called it your own work.
And it's so easy for anybody to just Google search it and look at the comparisons.
Reverse image searching.
reverse image.
You
never
know,
assume that
takes-
something.
we have eyes.
It takes 2 seconds to do that.
Never assume that something is too old that people won't look for it on the internet
Yep.
or find it.
Oh,
It's
they will.
always
They
gonna-
will find it.
Listen, I know men that have spent years
The
of their
internet
lives
is forever. Everything will always be
looking
there.
Yeah.
for that one video, and they never ceased until they found it. Unless it's genuinely lost media, and let's be honest, lost media doesn't tend to stay lost forever.
No.
Pretty much.
But
And,
sadly, yeah, look at this.
even though Wizards of the Coast didn't directly call it out, kudos to them for standing their ground and cutting their ties with this fraud.
What a shame.
Because guess what? If it happens one time,
It's
it's
gonna
gonna happen again.
How
and
many
again.
You
times
give
does
an
it-
inch,
Again.
they take a mile.
It's
Yeah.
worse. How many times has it happened already?
that they don't
Actually,
know
that's
about.
why I
They-
think that they had questions. I think they're still
Yeah.
investigating on
Yeah,
that
but you
They're
know
now.
what?
probably going to be looking into
You drew a
all
bunch
her
of
work.
stuff for us. What else did you draw?
Now,
They're
Angel,
probably going to be taking a look at each and every card that she has done
That sucks,
and
man.
looking into if she's done the same thing.
oh yeah, that's true. How many of those cards have been distributed, and how much money
Yeah.
is been paid off to the artist?
Yeah, because if the guy who decides to pursue a lawsuit proves that this is true, not only is it going to cost her money, it's going to cost Wizards of the Coast money because
Yep.
They already
Oh,
print them all.
they printed it and they sold
And
that
it's been
shit.
distributed
Think about-
to everyone that plays.
Think about
Yeah.
how much money they have to reimburse.
Yep.
That's a lot of moolah right there. 'cause
Oh, no,
you're
it's not a
basically
matter of
walking
So
reimbursement.
they want to get that stopped immediately.
Indeed. Well, yeah,
Oh no! You think the regular Joe Schmo who buys the Magic the Gathering cards is gonna get refunded or gonna have this stuff seized? No. First off, you would need to see what Wizards of the Coast does again and have them hire the Pinkertons again.
oh,
Remember that
no.
stupidity?
Oh, God.
Yeah, you remember that stupidity? Do you know?
No.
No. Okay,
Tell
you know who the
me.
Pinkertons are.
No.
Okay, let me explain it to y'all. In Red Dead Redemption, the Pinkertons are a real life, basically a private military security firm, if you would. Yeah.
It is a real life thing, but it was referenced in Red Dead Redemption.
Okay.
Yes.
These motherfuckers had apparently gone to a YouTuber or a reviewer or whatever, and he got his hands on a booster set of some new cards that he was there to set to review, and he got them a little bit early. And apparently, he got them early enough to get Hasbro and Wizards of the Coast up their own ass and saying, "No, we need those fucking cards back. You are not supposed to have those." And they actually hire the fucking Pinkertons. They actually hire fucking PMC to fucking take it back. To take back Magic the Gathering cards. Cards!
Did they refuse to give them back?
I don't remember,
I
actually.
don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure that I don't know if anything came out of the event. I think that the fact that the people found out that they hired the Pinkertons was enough of a stink that they retracted the contract because nothing happened as far as we know, and we haven't found the car holder's body in a ditch yet.
Let,
so.
let me put it this way. The Pinkertons back in the day, because these guys legitimately were around during like the time of the Old West, they were used as union busters.
Yeah, they
Very bloody and violent union busters.
were trash then and they are trash now.
Exactly. They were fucking they murdered freaking bootleggers and rum runners and all that good shit on contract by the government or whatever the
You
shit.
can
because
say
they're
how
the
they
good
are.
guys.
Hired killers.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Contract killers.
Yeah, they literally hitmen. Assassins on a dime. But thankfully...
PMCs.
PMC.
Private military.
Thankfully, that is not what happened this time, but yeah, Wizards of the Coast made like one good decision by separating themselves from this problem. Now they just have to clean up the rest of the other bad decisions.
Absolutely.
Now, there is no third article on this one, because okay, we still have a little time, so I would like to talk about something funny.
All right.
Okay.
Let's talk about Stellar Blade. As you know, Stellar Blade has a demo.
Oh my god.
I know the demo came out. I haven't
demo
played it
just
yet.
came out.
I haven't played
No
it yet.
spoilers. No spoilers.
No, I've seen some pictures and wow, it
I
looks
took the
good.
time to watch some footage of it, and so far, okay, let's clear up some stuff here. This is not like Devil May Cry. This is not a hack and slash where you
Okay.
can mindlessly mash your way. This plays like a combination of Neo and Nier Automata. Your attacks are a little slower, and you require a bit more timing, because the enemies will break out of your combos and try to attack you. So more important than fighting non-stop is knowing when to parry properly and when to dodge.
I hate parry.
Oh, don't worry. The window for parrying is very generous. If you don't
Oh,
parry
okay,
properly,
good.
you'll just block the attack and you can continue fighting. But the metallic clang that you get when you do a perfect parry, oh, it feels fantastic. And there are skill trees for different abilities. And one of the first abilities you get is sometimes enemies have blue attacks that cannot be blocked. Those are usually grabs. You get an ability that makes it so, look at your sword, and when the enemy is about to grab you, if you see the blue flash and you press guard, you slide under the enemy and get to attack them from behind. So, a bit more strategic than your usual hack and slash, but it still allows you to go crazy with your combos. That's fine, that's good. Now, as you know, there has been some controversy of some very stupid websites complaining that Eve, the main character, is too sexualized. Because that booty be bouncing too good for their liking, apparently. it intensified what it was revealed that Eve has a lot of customs that you can earn in the game.
I know, I've seen some of them. I'm like,
One of the most
whoo!
risky ones is the flesh costume. All it does is remove her jacket and turns the outside parts of the suit skin color. So she basically is running around in a very skimpy suit. However, it punishes you for it. If you wear that suit, it disables your shield. So you can take like 3 hits before you die. So this is for people who want a challenge and want the fan
So it's
service.
basically hard mode.
Yeah,
It's basically hard
If
mode.
you want the cheesecake, you will earn the cheesecake. Now, that's all great and fun, and that's all great and good, but I like to bring back a moment where we can all laugh at game reviewers, specifically ING France. France.
Oui, oui.
Now, the French article, which I will not find a link about because you do not deserve to be seen by the light of day, commented that somehow this girl is less than her contemporaries. They took the time to praise Bayonetta and 2B from Nier Automata, even though those two characters experienced the exact same kind of shit-flinging when the games were announced the first time. Listen, the articles were deleted, but I remember what ING said about Bayonetta when the first trailer came out.
Don't you mean IGN?
I remember that too, yeah.
ING ignorance.
Yeah.
I remember what those stupid bastards said. I remember what the Reddit says. I remember what the Foot Zone says. And I remember how everybody just shut the fuck up when the game came out. And let me be honest with you. I know for a fact that if Yoko Taro didn't have his reputation to precede him, people
Yoko
would have
Taro.
been a lot harsher on Nier Automata if that had been his first game. So predictably, they're talking shit about Eve, even though the demo barely gives us any information on her. We're supposed to use the game for that. Let's be honest, Nier Automata didn't get good until like playthrough 3, which is technically playthrough number 1, the sequel of playthrough 1, which is also playthrough 2. Point is,
It's complicated.
it's complicated. But the point is that the article that French ING said specifically stated that unlike Bayonetta and 2B, Eve is a flat, emotionless sex doll designed by a person that has never seen a
Oh
woman
my
in real life.
god.
These are the actual words.
Okay, so it's one of those people.
It's one of those
You mean
people.
She does not compare
You
mean
to the true.
dumb idiots.
Yeah.
She does not compare to true
Honestly,
beauties.
I would like to do the reverse card on that. Reverse card and
No,
Uno.
you.
Because,
No,
are
you.
you sure you've ever seen a woman then? Are you sure?
Now, this is one of those cases where reality is far harsher than any insult we could heap up on this individual. Because, as it happens, not only is Eve based on a real live model, like the only thing they changed was her face so it matches the style of the game, the body is literally the same. She has that ass in real life. This game is being made by a man whose wife cosplays and helps him with the artwork in the studio at the same time.
They're the ones who actually... so
In fact...
fan service is the name of the game.
Oh, this is not just fan service.
But good fan
This is
service.
beautiful fan service. This is the wife of the man who designed these games.
Oh, hot
Damn! Honey, I'm flying to Japan now!
Lol.
She cosplays too.
Awesome.
Okay, so basically this
Love it.
person shot themselves in the foot saying, oh yeah, you don't know.
You do not know...
Who is she based off of? Look at
You
this.
do not know how true beauty
Oh my
is
god.
really
So,
born of.
so the moral of this whole story is...
Don't assume it makes an ass out of you and me. But more importantly, the moral of this story is we have reached a zenith of graphical fidelity so high that people have become convinced that any conventionally attractive woman that shows up in video games has to be a psyop. Somehow...
has to be faked out or some
Exactly.
bullshit.
Some way, somehow, people have developed a bizarre, almost Puritan?
Puritanical.
Yeah, puritanical, Jack Thompson-esque hatred for just regular sexy women in video games. My personal favorite is this stupid argument in Resetera that these women, these fictional characters, are being abused because they were designed to draw the eye. And I'm like, well, yes, it's a fictional character designed to be sexy. Am I missing something here? No, but they don't have agency. Of course they don't. They are a fictional character designed to not have agency. That's how fictional characters work. It's all levels of stupid.
So you're saying that they're like this with the curvy women. It's not like, curvy women actually exist.
Guys,
Yeah.
your mind is gonna get blown when you step outside and see a real one.
Yeah, dude. No. You know what? Screw them. Let them stay in their parents' basements. There.
That's where they belong. Yeah, no, it's kind of
don't
crazy,
exist.
but there's a lot of websites, subreddits, and just issues in social media with people that see a conventionally attractive woman and they immediately act like they have to be offended. Like this bizarre idea of I have to make sure that I tell everybody that I am not a gooner, and I'm like, bro, what's wrong with that?
What's wrong with finding sexy ladies sexy?
Also, why is it
attractive.
that they can be attracted to, fictional
Yeah.
women who are all curvy, and then they say actual people can't?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I'm sorry, how?
The image.
The image of
It's
what?
ridiculous.
Unrealistic beauty standards. What unrealistics? The one I'm looking at right now. I mean, you got
look at Dragon.
curves.
Look at Sayana's.
And also,
curves.
and
Am I
also
supposed
look
to-
at all the other curvy ladies out there.
Dude,
Shit,
dude,
yes.
look at an average
like
beauty
they
contest.
exist.
Look at the average
Yeah.
woman walking down the street. Not everybody's beautiful, but beautiful women do exist. And to pretend like they're some sort of unattainable goal that nobody can
Or
reach.
that they're completely fake.
Or
That-
that, or
yeah.
that because of the fact that they exist in such an attractive manner, that must mean that they're not real, or that they're conspiracy in order to take over our brains.
my
and make
God.
us, masturbate ourselves to death. Or
I
some
expect this.
stupidity.
I expect this shit from Krieger in fucking Archer.
But also,
You know, the crazy scientist.
they
that-
also,
Stop,
get
I
up
can
in
only get so
arms
hot.
over people dressing, very skimpily. But then in the video games, they purposely make the characters like when you can create your own characters, or Skyrim,
Yeah.
all skimpy, and those mods.
voluptuous.
And
well, I make my character skimpy because that's what I want.
It's like, again,
woman.
double standards.
And then they look outside going, "No,
Oh, that's
really."
terrible! How dare
No,
you do this?
no, more like this woman. She's not being respectful of herself. She's showing off too much. She's such a
then
disgusting
video
hoe and
game.
such a horrible ratchet ass
How
woman.
dare-
And then
How dare she?
video game.
And then,
And then goof over the waifu
Look
girl.
at
Look at
their computer and see what.
Do not
Yeah.
forget the worst part of it all. The very people that were criticizing Eve, the very people who keep trying to downplay her work, are the very people that will praise Baldur's Gate 3 for doing the exact same thing. The difference is, in Baldur's Gate 3, you can engage in every sort of deviancy you can possibly imagine, and every sort of alternative form of sex you can imagine. The very people, the very journalists that
Also
were
the outfits.
clapping like seals at the gay bestiality sex scene will condemn this one, because they, I don't know.
Yeah.
At some point, we went from we can accept everybody to heteronormativity is now no longer accepted.
double standard much?
It is a double standard.
Also, have you seen some of the outfits in Baldur's Gate 3?
What outfits?
What outfits? You can
No,
put the whole game in your
exactly. So
underwear.
why are you
Wait,
making such a big
what
deal
underwear?
over Eve?
Yeah, listen. You don't get to complain about Eve when you praise Baldur's Gate. The game where within 10 seconds of character creations, you can see every pube on your character's dick.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sit the fuck
We
down.
can have it all. We
They
can have
need
We can
Just
enjoy
take-
both.
Exactly.
And you know what's even
We
more?
can have fan service for the boys and for the men and for the ladies and from the girls. We can
And for
have
the
fan
days
service for the days and from the hembies. So why all of a sudden are we not allowed to have fan service for the straights? Oh, you know what? Did you just forget about the
Like,
lesbians?
or not-
Are
yeah,
the ladies
exact-
not allowed to love the ladies? Am I mistaken here?
Come on.
Is that such a bad? Is that such a bad fucking
I
problem?
know
Like,
for a fact that a lady who loves the ladies will look at Eve and go, damn.
I want to
nice.
tap that.
Yeah.
I wish
Beautiful.
I could.
Yeah, just by looking at Eve, I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Same. I was like,
Like-
oh.
That,
Oh.
that ass
It's
was-
like, I ain't even gay, but I will be gay for
admit
that.
It. I will admit it. When I play the demo, I will literally just have her look around and be like,
Since I don't have a PS5,
Wow.
I will be looking respectively.
well, the
at
only
that
thing is
ass.
everyone
Exactly.
in the
Right.
living room will see.
I will
Alright,
be
well,
sitting in.
No, I'm good, I'm
I
good.
will
Would
be
you be-
sitting near.
What,
I
what
will
about
be
you? Zay? Would you
moving
be
and sitting near?
like if we ever get around to playing this? Would you be like
Admiring.
clutching your pearls at the gorgeousness of a fictional character that isn't real, or are you just going to enjoy the view while you play the game?
Well, yeah, the latter. Enjoy the view and play the damn game.
What people forget is that the fan service of the game is
gotta
the
wrap up,
icing on a really good cake. The story, the music, the gameplay, that's
It all
what
adds
makes
up.
the game. And the fan service is something that just makes it look better. Listen, cakes are good. But if you serve me a cake with no icing, I'll be like, I mean, I'll eat it, but this cake could use a little icing. So, well, there you have. We have icing. And for what the demo has shown, there's plenty of cake. So, the way I see it,
Cake.
enjoy the game and stop trying to look at fan service as some sort of marketing ploy made exclusively to get money out of people that can seem to stop jerking it 5 times a day. There is nothing wrong with admiring things that are conventionally beautiful. You know, you don't have to like psy-up yourself into thinking that you have to hate things that normally you would love just because it gives you brownie points with the social media crowd. Do you like the ass?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Is it not a beautiful ass?
Yes.
Are we not defending Super Earth for the sake of that beautiful ass?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then, my fellow Americans,
My fellow
I
Super
say-
Earthicans.
my
Let's
fellow
play
Super
the
Earthicans,
demo!
I dare say, let us fight for that ass.
For cake.
Oh, yeah.
Or cake.
Okay. All right. And with
cake.
that said, we have reached the end of the program of the Ravens Flock, and we appreciate all of you tuning in tonight. You guys have been fantastic. Just want to throw out a couple of reminders, announcements for April.
God damn it, Coburn! You already had cake. How dare you?
I know, right? So.
You already got the game before we did. That
All right,
ass.
guys. Announcements for April. Just a reminder: April 6th and April 7th, Saturday and Sunday. First of all, next weekend we will not have an edition of the Ravens Flock nor Los Amigos Play because we are going to be hosting a WrestleMania watch party for WWE's WrestleMania Night 1, Saturday, April 6th, and Night 2, Sunday, April 7th. It's going to be me, Angel Mendez, Mr. Juan Arouse. We're going to be doing a live reaction watch party. You guys can watch us react to all the stuff that's happening in WrestleMania, and it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be great. It's going to be funny to see us react. And I know that Ziana Rosa Dragon Fangs will be joining us, but will you at least tune in a little bit just to poke fun at us for
Join us in spirit.
Join us in spirit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do say hi to Shiva
I know.
for me.
I know it's not your
get
cup of
that.
tea,
Good.
but it's just funny to watch us like shout at the shout.
Well, if anything, I'll listen to you guys scream.
There you
Okay,
go.
that's fine. That's okay. We'll take that.
Thank
Listen,
you.
we have to scream for very important reasons. There is big burly men beating the fuck out of each other in front of us. That ignites the warrior spirit within
And
ourselves.
and strong women beating the hell out of each other.
Let's
That
not
ignites something else within our souls.
Listen, all I gotta do is show y'all Rhea Ripley, and that's my
Oh no,
entire argument.
you've
We've
showed
seen
it.
her.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yep.
Seen her.
Yep.
So
Okay.
you understand.
Monkey's image, neuron activation.
And folks, we are going to be having a subathon later in April, which will be on Sunday, April 21st. I have yet to reveal the title, and I have yet to reveal the video game that we'll be playing. More on that later.
So
Now-
it's a surprise, assholes.
It is a surprise. And of course, assholes. All right.
Don't forget the assholes part. That part's important.
Now, Angel, we have wrapped up Metal Gear Solid: The Twin Snakes, right? That's
Snacks. Twin snacks.
They were
So-
pretty good snacks.
So, Angel, when we get around to it, what can we expect next time for Los Amigos Play?
Well, it would be fair to separate the mom from the cow for the slaughterhouse, so we're going to continue the Metal Gear Solid saga in tribute of Mr. Kojima-san and his excellent work for the true authorization of video games. Next Saturday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Right here on YouTube and Kick.
Thank you, right here on YouTube and Kick! Los Amigos Play will return, but this time, as another change of pace, Mr. Casabona will be holding the controller as we begin probably the most bizarre journey into postmodernism in the history of video games. We will be playing Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of Liberty.
Make sure not to die.
Me?
Eat lots and lots of cheese wheels.
Me? Die? Oh, come on. Has that ever happened?
Yes.
No, as far as I
Yeah.
can remember, no. No, actually, thinking back, I've never seen you die in a video game we played.
Have! Hey! And I'm
Close
gonna keep
enough.
that streak going.
So yeah, please join us as the adventures of the Solid Snack continues, this time infiltrating a big shell to make a discovery because the president did something, and now we gotta figure out why the president did something. But until then, I hope that you will join us, I hope that you will sit with us, and I hope that you will yell with us, because we love doing this as much as you love watching it.
Of course, and for any wrestling fans out there, tune into my program, which is Wrestle Rewind, every Thursday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, right here on YouTube at Kick, where we review 3 of the most exciting professional wrestling programs in North America today. That is WWE's NXT, AEW Dynamite, and TNA Impact. And along with my tag partner, Mr. Juan Arouse, we'll be covering all the matches and all the funny segments and historical moments happening in the squared circle. So be sure to tune in if you want to hear all the fun and laughters and hear Juan yell at things that are stupid.
And if you want your laughter to die, then you watch my program.
Oh God!
No, I
That
started
was enough fun, it's time to be sad now!
Actually, no. On my program, our podcast, The Black Files, as you know, we usually cover in a whole myriad of stories here in the world of nerd and pop culture on this program here. But on the Black Files, we just focus in on one, and we cut in deep, whether it's in nerd culture, pop culture, video games, the con community, freaking drama at an anime dubbing studio, whatever. We'll cover that shit, and we get to the heart of the matter. This past Wednesday, we talked about the fucking the raid on the houses of Sean Diddy Combs by fucking Homeland Security.
We went to that side of the streets, and it was too heavy for us. We had to leave the streets.
It's insane because, like, we got to talking about how much complicity he actually had, possibly, wink, nudge, maybe he had, maybe he didn't, in the death of Tupac Shakur back in the 90s.
The details are a little murky.
But
I'm not saying he did it. I'm saying that I'm suspect, and I'm saying that I believe it. I'm saying that that motherfucker may have done something at some point.
let me put it this way. Puffy's just as culpable as Courtney Love is. She knows what I mean. Point is, on the Black Files, we go into the hard topics, and if you're looking to cut to the truth, if you're looking for uncensored and unfiltered opinions on news stories, you go ahead and you tune in and request access as we go live every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time for the Black Files.
And, of course, tune in to our main show, the #1 show on our channel, The Ravens Flock, every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern right here on YouTube and Kick, where we, the motley crew of nerds, will be gathered here every single week to discuss with you on the latest news and topics circulating in the world of nerd and geek culture, whether it's a slow week, a busy week, or even a dead week, much like this week, because, let's be honest, this was a very dead week. There's always something...
Oh, the dead week! We man, freaking Puffy got raided, man! How is that dead?
Okay,
that asshole... That asshole SBF is SOL. He's shit out of luck, and he's stuck behind Kit Kats for a quarter.
All right, a moderate week. Let's be
funny.
We
let's
did
be
a
the
slight
middle.
amount of trolling, a tiny bit of tomfoolery.
Just a hint of chicanery.
But regardless, there's always something to discuss, and we'll be here to share with all of you every Saturday night. And once again, I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Everything that we've been doing on this channel, from our shows to simulcasting on different platforms to our subathons, our quarterly subathons, our watch parties, our con appearances, our interviews, everything has all been done by us, working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. Now, with that being said,
They didn't hear you, Zayanna, because you had your mic down there.
Sorry.
it's okay, no worries.
They
One,
heard me in their mind.
In their hearts.
there you go.
And you're
One, plug us away.
Don't mind if I do. Folks, thank you very much for watching this week's live stream edition of The Ravens Flock, hosted by Jose Casabona, Angel Mendez, Dragonfang Cosplays, and Rose Cosplay, K-Storm Cosplay, and yours truly, Juan Arouse. As we bring you the latest news in the world of geek culture, nerd culture, pop culture, and everything in between, working hard and staying strong to make your voice our mission. Join us as we go live every Saturday night at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, simulcasting on YouTube and Kick. Hit the subscribe or the follow button, ring the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our content. Remember to comment on under our videos after the streams are over. Become an inner flocker by hitting the join button, and until next time, continue to follow us on Facebook.com/The Ravens Flock, Twitter.com/RavensFlock13, Instagram.com/The Ravens Flock Online, Kick.com/The Ravens Flock, and of course, remember to hit the subscribe button and ring that tiny little notification bell right here on our flagship platform, youtube.com/The Ravens Flock, humble home of the Black Files, Los Amigos Play, Wrestle Rewind, and The Ravens Flock.
All right, folks, thank you very much for tuning in to another exciting edition of our flagship show. Nerds watching all over the internet, we are the Ravens Flock. And Max, enjoy your imprisonment. You've earned it. Don't come back.
Max? His name was Sam.
Sam.
Whoops!